I'm just like, ooh, I need to work, but I want to rest because it's my birthday soon, but I need to work. Good morning. Oh, you guys just came from Elise. Fun, fun. Okay, I just pulled up the Twitch. Anyways, good morning to everybody. How are you guys? Me too. Got up for six. Ooh, still listening to it. Wait till now. Ew. I hope you make sure to eat as soon as like the conference is done. Yuck, I hate those. It's like there's so many times. That's the thing that I absolutely hate about international companies. Actually, no, even local companies will do that sort of thing. But it's just like I just absolutely hate it when I'm just like sleeping. I wake up like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and it's just like, oh, we have a meeting or we have a whole event to do. And I'm just like, no, no, I don't wanna. I'm just an innocent little baby. Why? I need my sleep. It's good for me. You got Pop Tarts. I don't have to pay full attention, only enough to pretend I paid attention. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I remember this one time I was in a meeting, and it was kind of it was a lecture, and I was playing The Sims the whole time. But I mean, listen, it was I was still listening. I was still listening. It's just that I just happened to also be playing for a game. That's all it was. It's not that I was being irresponsible or anything. I was multitasking because you guys know that The Sims is for work. That's why I was playing The Sims while in a meeting. Actually, no, I don't think it was a meeting. I think it was during my lecture with it was during the Nexas lecture with Rima Evanstar. It was like a whole guest lecture, and she was talking about really important stuff, and I was just like, it'd be great for this really important thing that I need to pay attention to, playing a game. Hi, Taff. Hi, Mayferix. Good morning, you guys. Hey, baby girl. Yeah, but the thing is, right? It's like I got scolded by Manesan for doing that, but I was just like, listen, I was still listening. I just needed something to do because like visually there wasn't really much for me to do, right? And I was like, I was doing that whole ADHD thing, that very iPad kid type of behavior where it's like unless you have the Family Guy clip or like unless you have the the Subway Surfers below the Family Guy clip, you're not gonna be able to pay attention, right? So I needed some like movement on screen other than Rima. I mean, like the lecture was good. It was important. I just also wanted to do something else, and like I said, The Sims is for work. Okay, like I was doing work stuff. It doesn't count. It's so funny that I could just be like, oh yeah, no, it's like I'm trying out, VR chat for work. That's all it is. It's that's all it is really. Like I'm not being an irresponsible person. I'm working. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Pretty important for you. Sounds like how to get into drama and hate marketing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, she was actually teaching us how to not get into drama, and I was just like, "Ooh, too late." Oh, it's so funny though. But like, I mean, I haven't gotten into drama so far. I mean, like lately, So I think I did a pretty good job. I haven't gotten canceled in a while, so maybe I don't think I'm gonna get canceled with tomorrow's stream. I don't think there's anything that I'm gonna do that would get me canceled. Bonked by Twitch, possibly, but not canceled, and that's the important thing. Enaria's on a roll. Exactly. It's like this year is gonna be my year, guys. I'm only gonna get canceled one time. Oh my god, it's gonna be so fucking funny when I become indie because it's like I'm gonna not have to worry about a company brand image, or I'm not gonna have to worry about coworkers well-beings. I'm just gonna be like, it'd be great if I just, just like played it up that I was smoking a joint or something. I don't know. I don't smoke joints, but it's like I could if I wanted to. Oh, speaking of which, I thought it was interesting. So I asked Manasan about whether or not I can do the weed shop 3. So that's like a weed shop simulator thing, or what was it called, Drug Lord Tycoon. So those are games available on Twitch. I asked Manasan. I was like, Manasan, is if I use the appropriate tags and content warnings, is this allowed, or do you think I'll get bonked by Twitch? And did you end up getting a chair? By the way, it's still coming, coming. So it's just ordered. It's like I'm still waiting for it. It should arrive in like 1 to 2 weeks. Because it's like, but I don't know. It's like it depends on who I bought it from. I don't remember if it was like local or if it's like international. I don't remember. I just bought one, bro. But so far, I've just been using a plastic chair, like a little plastic party chair. Oh well. But anyways, so I asked Manasan if it's okay, and when he looked through the TOS for Twitch, it seems like they only seem to care if you're actually smoking weed. You need to use like the drugs and tobacco usage and intoxication content warning. I mean, I was gonna do that anyways, just because of the theme. But yeah, it seems like it'll be fine. I'll finally be able to understand what it's like to live in Canada. Because of those of you who don't know, in Canada, weed seems to be very legal. So it would be nice to know whatever people are talking about when they say like, "Oh, you just have to go to like a dispensary," and I was just like, "Was that like a vending machine or like?" Apparently, when they say dispensary, they don't mean like a just a thing that's like a dispenser. They mean like a store, and I was like, "Oh." Lucky grape bro being shipped in. Hope they last long. If they don't, then I'll just buy another one, and I'll just like I should like tack on like a little picture that just says like grape bro's face. You could be using us. It's just for work. Don't worry, guys. I'm not cheating on your face with a chair. But yeah, like I told Manasan about a lot of my future ideas since we were just done with a market research stream. He was very intrigued by a lot of stuff that we're planning, but also worried about some stuff that we're planning. Speaking of which, tomorrow should be fun. If you guys don't know, it is my birthday tomorrow. It's my birthday stream tomorrow. We will do it in the evening though. So if I get all my work done, I should be able to do an AniLive stream in the morning. So we'll see. Hang on. Let me just check my schedule because I remember my schedule. Um, so it's at 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST tomorrow. So a little earlier since I want to start off early. We're gonna do maybe like a 3 to 5 hour stream. I do not want to do like 12. Sent in a malo. Hope it didn't get filtered. Don't worry, it probably didn't, considering the stuff I get. Hi, Goblin. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. And so I might stream tomorrow morning as well, but it depends on how I'm feeling and how prepared I am for the actual stream itself. But like, yeah, I will be streaming my birthday stream tomorrow evening. So I hope you guys stop by on Twitch. Should be fun. I haven't figured out how to multi-stream onto YouTube yet, so just follow me on Twitch. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so we're gonna do some stuff, and I will not be collabing with anybody. It's just gonna be us. It's just gonna be me and you guys. I have a bunch of weird ideas. It was so funny because I was telling Manasan about it, and I was showing Manasan and Director San like my plans for streams, and they were just like, nothing more terrifying than a VTuber with drawing skills. Because I made myself some assets. Assets. But yeah, should be fun. I hope you guys show up. If not, I'll get drunk anyways. I will be drunk with or without you guys. I don't know. It's like, oh, should we do a drinking game? It's been a while since I drank on stream. It's been like what, like a week and a half. But it's like it should be pretty fun. Hang on. So yeah, we shall see what we can do. But it's like I'm planning a bunch of stuff, but it's like I don't want to use up all my good ideas. I want to spend I want to use them up for future streams as well. So I'm not sure what should and shouldn't be in the stream. I have some ideas, but I just have to organize them. I have to like prepare some stuff as well. I'm almost done though. I'm almost done preparing, so that's good. I have like basically like 2 more days to work. So yay! It's gonna turn into truth or dare, isn't it? No, no, it doesn't. No, it's like we shall see. Cause like remember we were gonna do like the whole smash or pass thing, but I was like, would smash or pass be better, or would like a tier list be better? Cause I've never done a tier list on stream before, so it's like either way, I'm gonna have to do some preparations, right? So it's like, would you guys prefer a tier list from me since I haven't done one yet, or would you prefer like a smash or pass guessing game? Hi, mahal ko. Hi, Dwight. Babe ass. I was like, babe ass. What do you guys think would be better, a tier list since we haven't done one yet, or a smash or pass? We'll still have like the little mini game where you guys like if you guys win, you get to tell me any voice lines and I will say them. Obviously I can't say slurs, so don't even think about it, you little turds. But yeah, I'll do whatever ASMR you guys want for like 25 whole minutes. Like Enaria when Cornered shows her accent more. Leave me alone. It's the panic. Have you guys ever I don't know if some of you guys are bilingual, but it's like when you get drunk or nervous, then you start speaking in your native tongue. It's kind of the same way. Like the more anxious I get, like the more I talk, the more I ramble, the more I talk in my natural accent. What do you think about Beba? I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm sorry. um but anyways, should be fun. Should be fun. I'm just sorting out all the stuff to do tomorrow. Yeah, it's like a party plan. It's like it's so fun. We're bilingual and bisexual. Hello, grapelers. Hi, Hag. The tier list might be fun. What kind of topic do you have in mind? What do you think, bruh? Okay. So it's either gonna be okay. Would you guys even want to hear this from me, like a hentai tier list, since I haven't done one yet? Because I know I helped Lulu with hers, but that's her list, you know. But it's like I've never done mine. Would you guys want me to actually do like a hentai tier list once and for all? I think it should be. It's not bad, just funny. I keep thinking you sound Western normally. Yeah, no, because I'm talking to you guys. So it's this thing called code switching. So when I talk with my local friends, I still have an Americanized accent, but it's a little bit more Filipino. When I talk to my relatives, when I talk to some friends, I will be speaking in my native tongue a little bit more. And it's just kind of funny. Like for example, like my IRL friend, the one who helped me with getting my PC. Whenever we talk together, we always end up talking in Filipino, and so it's kind of funny switching back and forth between talking to you guys and talking to him. Speaking of which, he invited me out because he was just like, "Hey, let's go clubbing," and I was just like, it's my birthday, and also I have work to do." And he was just like, "Oh, come on, it'll be me, you, the girl I'm seeing, her friends." And I'm just like, "Bro, I'm not going out on my birthday just to third wheel you in your date. What the fuck?" So maybe a rescheduling. Maybe we'll reschedule with our other friends, not just these people. But hopefully I go clubbing at some point. It's just that I don't want to go clubbing when I have like work to do, you know. Hi Nex, welcome, welcome. Good morning. It's not too bad because I'm half Thai, half US. Oh, okay, okay. Tier list will depend on which titles you include. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Okay, okay. So yeah, hentai tag tier list, and it's You guys know that I already am very informed about a lot of things, and don't worry, I will tell you guys exactly why I like or why I dislike a certain tag. I will be very informative, whether or not you like it, whether you asked for it or not. I will let you guys know in full detail why I like cream pies and why I don't like ahega. He's finally gonna put the "it's a glass of gold" to rest. Stop it! Stop it! It's gonna be I love cream pies. They're delicious. Yeah, they are. My other mouth really likes them. And before she blindsides everyone with some sugar, super gentle tap, like non penetration tag. Like, I'll be like, oh, like hand holding, childhood friends. Oh, vanilla. Oh. I'll be like, Chad, oh my gosh, I'm getting so worked up seeing them hug, hug with their clothes on. Oh, that's so hot. Okarun, hi hi, good morning. You gotta save these jokes for tomorrow. Yeah, right. Well, yeah, we'll do them tomorrow. So yeah, hentai tier list tomorrow instead of the smash or pass. It'll be my. It's gonna be my first time doing a hentai tier list. Oh, guys, it's my first time. You have to be gentle with me, okay? You have to be patient. God, I literally just woke up. Enaria. Vanilla childhood friend kissing long form storytelling. Ooh. Ooh, I love it. Waiting till marriage tag goes hard. uh, Hi Leo, good morning. Good morning. Man, I should have used a different profile picture. It should have been the basement profile picture for this stream. Or thumbnail, sorry. Okay, I do have the website you guys sent me before. Okay, there we go. Create a tier list. Bam, 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 bam. It'll be so much worse than Lulu's. So much worse. Because here's the thing, she doesn't frequent the places I frequent. So she's kind of she doesn't know how bad it gets, guys. She doesn't know how bad it gets. Like, we had to give her some tags that weren't like super obvious. Like, obviously something like sex toys, that's pretty obvious, but like, what does nakadashi mean, you know? Like that kind of a thing. Using the Japanese terms really just kind of is kind of like a cheat. But since I know you guys know that I know all these terms already, I'm just gonna use the English versions if I can. Like, if it's not nakadashi, like I'll just say like cream pie, you know, like easy. Paizori, for example, I would just say like tit job or something like that. It's weird that you can't say boob job because boob job sounds like something else entirely. So you have to say titty job, titty fuck. Yeah. Will you do a watch along of each title before making the list, bro? Don't know. I'm not. You know what happened to Beebs. We can't watch hentai on stream. Almost feels more degenerate to go back to vanilla. Bro, it feels so wrong now. It's just like I see two people in a healthy relationship. Wait, I recently read this dojinshi. I recently wait, what? Oh, it's like that thing when you like when the guy presses his dick into her titty, and I'm just like, does that feel good? Like, you're just like pressing it against it. You're not like doing a titty fuck. It's just kind of pushing it against the booby. I don't know. We'll have to sacrifice another account, I'm sure. Enaria watching hentai on stream. Hey, I warned Beebs not to do that. I told him that it would get him bonked on Twitch. He didn't listen. Rixie was like, "Oh, you can just like use a blur filter," and he did that, but it wasn't blurred enough, and he got bonked. So I think the problem was also that he didn't use the right content warnings. That might have been an issue. Rip Beebs, that Beebs 4cc account, you know. Anyways, so I know you guys know that I know the tags and what they mean. So I think it'll be interesting to see like once and for all where I stand on certain things, right? Because I do have standards, I do have limitations, and then and it's just kind of weird, like what you said about the vanilla thing. Just early, yeah, hero we needed, but we didn't deserve. Yeah, just recently I was reading this the Jinshi, and it started out with both of them cheating on their partners. It was a cheating tag, right? But then it turns out they were both lying about it. Like they both were single people who didn't have any, who weren't used to sex, but they were trying to make it seem really hot, and they're just like, oh, I have to act like I'm really used to this type of thing, even though it's like it's my first time or whatever. And then I don't know how I felt by the end. Like, I'm glad that they found each other, but I'm also kind of annoyed because I'm just like, I went in here for a double cheating kink, and I came out of here with vanilla. What? I felt so betrayed. It's like it's one of those things, right? Where it's like, obviously cheating is bad. Everyone knows that. It's kind of like, it's like the incest thing. It's like the whole teacher student thing. It's one of those like, so bad it's good kind of a situation, but you don't actually want to do that in real life because that's wrong and fucked up and illegal. And that's the thing that I kind of hate about the normies that like hate on people that watch anime, because like, oh, if you watch lolly anime, even if it's wholesome anime, if you like a lolly character for any reason, you're a pedo. And I'm just like, you're a furry. You talk about dog dick, you draw dog dicks, like you look at dog dicks all the time. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm the weird one. It's always the Western furries on Twitter are always the anti-anime fans calling everyone weirdos. It's like, it doesn't count, you know. It's like, but like, you're looking at a cartoon child. That means it's equivalent to being attracted to a real life child. I'm just like, you're using real life dog penises as references for your weird art. What are you talking about? The same thing with content creators on YouTube, for example. It's always the people being like, oh, if you like anime, if you like lolly, you're a weird creepy pedo. Meanwhile, they're the same dudes that like prey on their underage fans on YouTube. And I'm just like, come on, let's be for real right now. Let's be for real, guys. Tell them, not for Enaria. Yeah, I'm an anti-fur. You know how funny it was when I found out about the term Antifa? Because I didn't know it was short for anything. I was just like, what does that mean? Is this like a Middle Eastern term? Like, what does that mean? Like, because it was around the same time that I learned about the word Habibi, so I thought like Antifa was the same thing. See, like, guys, it's like the whole Zionist tweet that I put out before. That wasn't me being ignorant in a discriminatory way. I was ignorant because I just legit didn't know how words worked. Like, I've literally never heard of that word before. I'm just stupid. I'm not stupid in the way people thought I was stupid. I'm not hateful. I'm just stupid. Sounds like a word in Spanish, antifaz, as a type of mask. Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, it's like oh, like I went to the store, I picked up some antifa, and then yeah, yeah. So basically, there's some terms that I'll probably be stumped by, and I'll have to just kind of quickly look up the definition. But that's the thing. It's like, if I have control of like what goes into my tier list, then I know like what the terms are gonna be, because I'm gonna do like prior research to them. To be fair, people just make up shit then expect others to know what they're referring to. Yeah, it's like, I still don't know many terms about, like, different sexualities and genders. I'm just like, that's why I ask people who are actually more more knowledgeable about that sort of thing, I ask them like, oh, like what does this term mean, or like what's the difference between this and this, and then I just like do like some like subtle, just like slight research, and then I find out like what it means, and I'm just like, oh, okay. It's the same as like looking up an urban dictionary thing. That's why I don't like the do your own research. I don't like that type of crowd. It's like if you use a word that's not commonly used and someone asks you what that word means, don't just tell them to do their own research. What if they come across like misinformation? You might as well tell them your version of the definition so that like they'll understand what you're trying to say, right? And that's the thing that they don't seem to want to do. I'm just like, well, I don't know if you know now, because you're mad at me for not knowing the word, but if you can't give me the definition, now I'm feeling like you also don't know what the word means. I love the modern internet, yeah. What's the specific term for being attracted to purple VTubers? I believe that's gooning, but like that's grape gooning. That is what I call my tier 3 subs. Speaking of which, it's like, okay, so in regards to subs, right? I'm literally waiting for the Wiggly Naria to be approved as an animated emote on Twitch. And so I'm kind of worried. I just got another emote approved. So I'm worried that the other one is not going to be approved in time because it took a couple days. So we'll just see. But like, what kind of stuff do you guys normally want when you subscribe to a Twitch streamer? Is it just emotes, or is there like other stuff? Like I don't know. I'm not really into Twitch, so I don't know much about it. Twitch so weird, but hey, new batch. Yeah, the reason I got those default emotes is because it's gonna be my birthday tomorrow, so I figured you guys would like some emotes to use, even if they're temporary. We're going to use we're gonna have custom ones. I'm gonna design custom ones on stream tomorrow if I can figure it out. I think I mostly figured out a way to do it, but we'll see. We'll see. It looks kind of goofy. Grimace sexual sounds good. I like that, Grimace sexual. Twitch has sub only streams. I don't think I'll get to a point where I have. Thank you so much, and waifu, and thank you so much, anime. Thank you. I don't think I'll ever get so big that I would need a sub only Twitch chat. So it's like it's good to know that I have the option, like just in case, I'll just be like, hey, you random citizen that gave me money last month. Here's some information. Here's some sneak previews of tomorrow's stream. Like that kind of thing. Is it tomorrow in Castanya yet? Not yet. I have 30 more minutes, and then it should be the day of birth. Duna Hannah, welcome. Good morning. Yeah. So what is that the only reason you guys sub to Twitch channels? Is it just emotes and also like sub only streams, or is there like something else that I can do? Because I did think like, okay, so like the whole membership stream, right, on YouTube. That's basically what the sub only chat is about, right? Are there other features that I don't know about yet? Because like, oh my gosh, because Twitch is so confusing. There's so many things. It's so conflated with like features. Thank you so much, Duna. Thank you. Um, you're gonna have to stick around for redo. No need to answer, but is this Enaria's birthday or your birthday? It's Enaria's birthday, but also my birthday. I was just like, you know what? My birthday is kind of close to the end of the year. Like I have a few months to stream before my birthday event, so it doesn't really matter. Cause initially I wanted to have my birthday set on June 9th because it was gonna be like 69. But then I thought, I don't like how soon that is because we debuted in what was it, April, like late April, right? And so I wouldn't have had much time to prepare. Like imagine if it was my birthday then, right? Like I wouldn't have been able to do a birthday stream on Twitch yet. So I'm glad that I made it so that it's pretty late in the year. What about Dom only Dom only streams? Thank you so much, Raptor. It's okay. It's okay, Teth. No, it's like it's Enaria's birthday. Yeah, Princess Enaria's birthday, but it's also my birthday. So it's I remember watching The Crown. Speaking of which, I only made it to episode 3 before I got busy. I was watching The Crown, and it was kind of interesting how Queen Elizabeth was talking about how there's a difference between her herself, like Elizabeth, what's her last name? Windsor, Elizabeth Windsor. And there's a difference between Elizabeth Windsor and Queen Elizabeth II of England. And I'm kind of the same way. Like the way person to be talked to a lot of times is just like Enaria, you know. But then I have to have my moments where I have to be Princess Enaria. Some Nexans had their birthday super fast after being always seemed weird. I thought 12-hour birthday streams was crazy, and then I saw more of them doing it, and I was like, is this the norm? Is this the meta with VTubers? I don't usually watch birthday streams, so I didn't know. So that was kind of crazy. I was just like, ooh, 12 hours. I don't know if I can last that long, baby girl. I would need a lot of water. It's gonna be great. I really went to check out the audiobook, but I need a good time. I need a good time to do it. Oh, I give you a good time. You might know what you're wearing. I thought I was just tripping. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyways, it's like do you guys ever celebrate your birthdays? 'Cause I know some adults that just don't celebrate them, and then I'm just like, "Aw, that's too bad," but it's okay. It's like I don't care what you're saying about it. We're going to celebrate your birthday, even if it's just a little bit. And so we're gonna eat together on call, and we're gonna drink, and we're gonna play games. We're gonna watch a movie. So it's like I'm that type of friend where it's like if someone tells me that they don't celebrate their birthday, I'm just being like, no, we're doing it. We're celebrating your birthday because I appreciate your existence. I'm happy that you were born. So come on, let's celebrate your most recent revolution around the sun. Volume set to neutral. Okay, got it. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just I feel like when I was younger, I had really stuffy birthdays, and it was fun because I got presents. I hung out with my cousins, and there was food and everything. But it was like really stuffy. It was like in these event halls, and we would have like these like set dinner tables, and the families would be in separate tables. Like there'd be a table for the kids, a table for the my dad's side of the family, a table for my mom's side, and like a spare table for whatever friends I had from school that I invited. And it's like as nice as those dinners were, it's not fun. Like it's very formal. And so when I was like 16, I remember telling my mom, I was just like, Mom, this year can I have a separate party with my friends? And so we went to go watch a movie together. We did karaoke. We had like burgers. It was fun. It was really fun. So I have this like tradition where on the day of my birthday, like my actual birthday, we have like a mandatory family dinner. It doesn't matter if the relatives are there or not, but I have to have a family dinner for my birthday. It's the same thing for all the members in my family. And whenever I want, like usually the weekend after, so like the Saturday after my birthday or something like that, I usually go out with friends to do something. When I was younger, it was always like movie and karaoke. But now that I drink, maybe we should go to a club or a bar or something. I do want to go eat somewhere though. So it's like even if we don't go to any of those places, I want to at least go for like food. I usually leave the house for food, so it's like it's a good motivator. Oh, hi, Oxygen. Hi, Subcrust. Wait, Raiders. Hi, good morning, everybody. Hello to all the newcomers and the old gooners. I'm just talking about like my birthday plans because I'm gonna have to do my IRL birthday plans and also my birthday stream tomorrow. So if you guys want to come, it'll be 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST on Twitch here. So at Enaria Lilales, if you guys haven't followed me already. So yeah, I like how your life sounds like a shoujo protag, rich ojo, but she just wants her normal friends. That's exactly what it is. Like, do you have any idea how annoying it is to tell my parents like, oh, I wanna, can I go hang out with my friends this weekend? And my dad's just like, are they friends from your school? And I'm just like, and like, because I could feel that he wants me to say yes because he wouldn't approve of anyone else really. Like he's not gonna approve of some random like like dropout or something. So I'll just be like, yes, they're from school. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My dad doesn't really know how to make friends unless you met them from school or work. So it's like it's kind of difficult to explain online friends to them. Also, yeah, hi everybody. Yeah, so it's just kind of it's been really interesting trying to come up with different ways to just hang out with friends. Like initially, like the past couple of years, I've been going over to my friend's apartment because we would host all the birthdays and all the parties over there at her place. But since the friend group is no longer a thing, since we had a split in the friend group, um, I'm gonna have to come up with something else. I'm gonna have to just like invite like the handful of friends that still remain and just be like, you guys wanna come with me? I'll treat you guys out for chicken wings. And then we can go drinking somewhere if you guys come with me if you want. I mean it's okay, it's up to you if you want, but like, it'll be fun. Are you guys under the impression that the birthday celebrant should treat everyone or that everyone should treat the birthday celebrant? Because it's kind of a debate. I know in school it was always like the moochers would always be like, "Hey, happy birthday! Since it's your birthday, you should treat me to some food. You should buy us all some food or something." And I'm just like, it's their birthday. Give them a gift or something first. God damn. Do your friends increase your social standing? That's literally what it is. Like I said, my parents are kind of elitist. They don't want me fraternizing with criminals or the poor. Never make friends at work. Yeah, friends at work is tricky because it's like, okay, I think it depends on who you make friends with. Like I've made friends in Nexas, but it's like some of them I think of as coworkers first, friends second, because you never know. Like what if, cause you never really know what kind of person someone is, right? What if one day you're just like, it'd be fun if I just told them my government name, showed them my face, and then now you have like a liability. Like what if they dox you one day because you pissed them off because you didn't call them daddy one time? Yeah. um, lol. That hi Seraphim. Good morning. Well, that's a thing. Birthday gifts always for the celebrant, though the celebrant often makes a preparation for their own birthday. Yeah, it's like I'm under the impression that it's like I'm going to invite you guys to my birthday. I'll handle the food because I just want your presents, not your presents. Like I'm here. I'm inviting you because I want you to hang out with me on my special day. But if you invite yourself to my party, I didn't take into account that sort of thing, that head count. So you're probably gonna have to pay for yourself. But if I go out of my way to invite you, that means I'm going to provide. It's up to you if you want to give me a gift or not, but like it doesn't really matter. I just want your presents, not your present. I remember like a couple Christmases ago, an IRL friend of mine, he got me for Secret Santa. He gave me a bag of 7-Eleven snacks. I was so happy. Yeah, it's like it's just kind of like a normal thing. I don't know. Some people get really presumptuous about it, though. It's just that's why I don't like the way like some schoolboys are acting, where it's like, "Oh, it's your birthday. You should buy us some food," and I'm just like, I didn't invite you to my birthday. Goddamn. He thought they were friends, I guess. Oof, oof. Yeah, that's the thing. It's always just like, hey, buddy, I'm gonna need you to stop harassing me. It's like, what? I'm just being friendly, baby girl. It's like, what? Like, stop, it's like, don't stop tripping. You know? It's like, I'm just like, what's wrong with just being friendly? What? You can't be nice to a woman anymore? You know? Yeah, fuck those guys. Fuck them. Fuck them weirdos. Remember when we were playing Simulacra and there was that guy who was legit just doing that to our girl, whatever her name was. I want to say Anna. Was her name Anna? Yeah, and she was getting harassed by a guy named Merv. No, it was Merv, which is even dumber than Marv. All women are feminists now after getting fired. Bruh. Man, that bugs me. It's like, don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. It's kind of just like, it's like, oh, I slapped your ass. If you don't like it, then you're just like, you're just such an SJW. Never treat women the way you wouldn't want a big hulking guy in prison to treat you. My family for this year's Christmas wants to do Secret Santa. Oh man. I mean, to be fair, that's a lot better for the for the economy, cause I remembered when I had Christmas over at my relative's house, I had to buy Christmas presents for every single person, my family, my relatives, and they have a lot of people in their family. So I was just like, man, my budget's kind of crazy right now. I'm just gonna go to the dollar store and buy like a bunch of random stuff they wouldn't think to buy. They were all really happy with the gifts I got them though. Like they were like I got gifts that they all seemed to need or would benefit from. So I'm glad that they were okay with it. That's a trick to buying presents, by the way. Since it's my birthday tomorrow and also since Christmas is coming up, I want you guys to know. The trick to buying presents for somebody is buy them something that you know they wouldn't think to buy for themselves. Like for example, let's say your mom, right? Let's say your mom doesn't tie her hair when she's cooking, and so she's like struggling with her hair all the time. So buy her some hair accessories. Buy her a ponytail or like a scrunchie or like a headband. It's something that she if she wanted to buy for herself, she would have done it already. So buy it for them. Enaria advice, think of a bar a prison, dude. Exactly. It's like that's like the easiest way, because like guys don't think that they're being intimidating until they get intimidated by a slightly bigger guy. um buy them something you like. If they don't like it or don't use it, hey, no, that's so bad. That's so bad. I hate people that do that, where it's just like they buy you a gift that's clearly for themselves. It's like, oh babe, you didn't like the Lamborghini I bought you. Oh, but like now I already got it, so I might as well already paid it off. It's like, oh, that sucks, babe. Like, I guess I'll take it off your hands. I'll drive it for you, babe. Don't worry. It's like I'll drive the Lambo. So it's really weird. It's really fucking weird. The Homer Simpson bowling ball gift to Marge. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh god. Also, the whole I'm just being friendly and then later, babe. I experience that so much, and it's so annoying, and that's why I just end up ghosting a bunch of guy friends that like try stuff with me. They try to get fresh with me, as like whatever that phrase is, because I'll be very firm. I'll be like, hey, I'm not interested in you like that. Stop asking me to do a face reveal. I'm not gonna go on call with you. I'm busy. We'll hang out when we hang out, but not right now. And then they're just like, okay, I won't bother you. And then they bother me again the next day. Or it's like they forget that they just recently bothered me and I told them to stop bothering me, and then they bother me like a few days later. I'm just like, bruh, you are like one more annoying message away from getting blocked. Like you better count your lucky stars that I still consider you a friend, because it's kind of getting on my nerves how often this happens. The sexy underwear gift. Oh yeah, that happened during simulacra as well. Her coworker asked her for her measurements because he was gonna get her a really sexy dress. but he was making it seem like, oh, you're really gonna like this gift of mine. I just need to know your body measurements for no reason, you know. I mean, it's like I have to get you a dress. That's why I need to know your boob size. Like the gift that kept on giving. Yeah, every single person was weird. Even the guy that ended up helping us in the end, he was being so pushy. It's like, why should I tell some random dude on a dating app that I haven't really spoken to yet and is really, really pushy? Why should I give him information on a missing girl status? What does he know? What's it to him, you know? It was kind of weird how much they were trying to paint this guy as a creep, only to be like, you should have let him trust you. And I'm like, why? Like, why? He was being so weird. Hi, Em. Welcome, welcome. Naria can bother anytime, anywhere. Exactly, exactly. That's why it's like if you guys have noticed, I haven't really been collabing with anybody recently or like the past couple of months because I've just been like trying to distance myself from certain people, but also like just just I'm just busy. I'm just too busy for certain things. And so it's like so I'm just like, I should just stream. I should just stream to my audience. I don't wanna get too close to certain people that are kind of not respecting boundaries. And so it's like, we'll see, we'll see. That's why like I don't really want to do indie collabs either because some of the indies that I do know, some of them are chill, but you have to sift through a lot of crap to find a normal person. Because like whether it's a guy or a girl, it's like the indie VTubers or just any VTuber, it doesn't have to be an indie. Like any of them could be horrible for you, and I don't really. I'm like like my trust issues, my social anxiety, all collaborating to just be like, you might as well just be by yourself, Enaria. Be scared to make friends. Yeah. Still waiting for that Nanaria. Oh, Nano's really chill. I'm just waiting for her to come onto Twitch. So, or is she gonna do Twitch or is she gonna do YouTube? What do you guys? Did you guys hear anything from her? Either way, I'm probably going to multi-stream at some point onto YouTube. I just don't know how to do it just yet. Like I know there's like a plugin. I think I downloaded it, but I didn't install it yet. With Grammy or Dottie. I know Dottie's been into my streams a couple times. I'm not really sure about Grammy's content yet, so I have no idea. I'll have to check them out and see like if they're chill with that. I know like the Volume 2 Jump Starters were doing like a Filipino collab recently. And I was just like, man, I wanted to do a Pepino collab with some of the Nexans, but we're all so busy and we all have different content. So it's kind of like we're just trying to like find some sort of middle ground. Nano is planning Twitch. Okay, that's good. That's good. Indie scene sadly has a very weird positivity around it. It makes people think they have to be receptive to DMs. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like they feel like, oh, I must respond to every single DM just to be nice. But then they're like some of the most toxic people to their colleagues, their peers, and I'm just like, okay, you need to like prioritize some things. It's like you need to, be a little bit more strict about your DMs while also being professional to people you don't like. There's so many people I don't like, but I still wouldn't, just openly talk shit about them on stream, for example, because like that's not cool. It's like no matter what my personal beef is with someone, I don't want that to affect their career. I don't want that to affect their personal relationships. And that's why if I have a falling out with a friend, I don't just go around telling people like, oh, this person was so shitty, like you shouldn't be friends with them anymore. I'm not gonna be friends with you if you don't be friend if you don't stop being friends with them, I'm not gonna be friends with you anymore. I don't like that. That's like some kindergarten, middle school shit. Like I think everyone is capable of being nice to different people, no matter what kind. It's like no one person is just like overall shitty. No one person is just overall good, right? So it's like if I'm nice to someone, but I'm not nice to someone else, I wouldn't want that to affect my friendship with the other person. So it's kind of like I think when it comes to personal beef, it really should stay behind the scenes. It really should be in DMs. It really should not be a call out post. Like, do you guys have any idea how annoying it is going onto Twitter and then just seeing like the 15th call out post being like, this person is kind of mean to their friends. I'm just like, okay, move on. Like, if you don't want to be friends with them, don't. Like, why do you have to make it everyone else's problem? Like, tell us when he grooms a minor or something, not when he's like a little bit weird, like in DMs. Ooh, ruh-roh. Um, keep that shit to school clicks. Yup, life is too busy now to go around spreading rumors or beef. Exactly, exactly. It's so weird. It's so childish. It's worse than they're vague about it. It's like, yeah, no, that's the worst part. Royal decree: don't be friends with the person she doesn't like. The punishment is beheading. Yeah. It's like if I so much as catch you in this person's chat, you are banned from my stream. That's super weird. It's like I mean, it's like I think everyone's kind of experienced it at least once or twice in their life where it's like you're friends with two people who don't like each other, you know, or like how you're friends with someone and they don't like your other friend. If you don't want to be forced to choose one of them, then don't make other people choose either. You know, like you have to give out the same energy. And so it's the same thing. It's like if like there was this recent indie drama, right? And I got so fed up because it's like, okay, are we seriously doing call out post Google Docs on Twitter? Are we seriously doing that just because someone happened to be a not good friend? Like when I was like looking into the situation, I was just like, are they a bad friend or do they just have social anxiety? Because it doesn't seem like they were being cold hearted. It just seemed like they didn't know how to socialize properly. Hi Playmaker. Here's the thing. I'm a very weird person. I have some. I've had my bad moments. You guys know this, but it's like I wouldn't want someone to just be like, oh, she's a terrible human being. She's like a fake friend. She's like a social climber or whatever. This is and this, and I'm just like, I'm just existing. What do you mean? I don't know. Like all that gossiping stuff is so childish. I'm the type of person that it's like if I criticize someone, I'm going to have to tell them to their face if they ask. You know, it's like if you do that snaky thing where it's like you talk shit about someone behind their back, but when they confront you about it, you're just like, no, I never said that. Like I don't know what they're talking about. Like I definitely think of you as a friend. You know, it's like don't do that. Don't do that snaky shit. Just be like, yeah, I think you're annoying because you have like a bad time in social circles and you don't know how to talk to people and you're really rude at times, so I think you're annoying. Yeah. It's like, I mean, obviously don't be super mean about it. You don't need to like get them, feeling a certain type of way, but like make them understand like calmly that yes, I think you're obnoxious and I think you're too loud and you really should know how to let people talk in conversation. Stuff like that, or like I think your opinions are cursed and I think your opinions are misinformed and malicious. It's kind of like giving a like an employee evaluation to someone essentially. Like if you don't know how to express your thoughts and feelings in a calm way, then you shouldn't be talking shit to someone. Hi Skeleton King, welcome, welcome. Making a Google Doc right now about Enaria not sitting on our faces. Yeah, tell people that I'm a fake, that I'm flaky, that I'm a tease, that I just make empty promises. DM me to find out. I don't. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, there was this really annoying good friends talk shit to each other's faces. Exactly. Because you're not there to spread rumors and get people to hate this one person. You're there to be like, hey, I don't like that you do this, so maybe you should stop doing it. And then just express your she won't do it 24/7. She's the worst. Yeah. In my when I was isekai in my PL, there was this instance where I was running a my Discord server, right? And it was really chill for the most part. Then out of nowhere, one of my friends went into my server. He's not very active in my servers. He was like kind of just a lurker. he went into my server immediately, was like, hey, can you all go report this person? She's been spreading rumors about me. And I immediately was just like, don't come in here and try to weaponize my community, but like what happened, you know? And then he was explaining what happened, and I was just like, okay, okay, do you have proof that that isn't true, or you know? And so like basically I was being skeptical because I'm not gonna send hate to random person and like mass report them with my community like just blindly just because they're my friend, you know. So I went to check out that person's stream because they were talking shit about my friend. So I went into their stream, asked them some questions. They did not want to answer a lot of things. They were just blocking people that were in like slight defense of the guy. And they were just like and they were like telling everyone, oh, like I have screenshots, I have proof, but I'm not gonna post it anywhere, you know. It's just like you can DM me if you want to see proof, but like if you're even remotely skeptical, or if you're trying to defend the guy or tell me that I'm wrong and assuming this thing, then I'm gonna block you immediately. I was just like, okay, girly pop, seems like you're kind of crazy. Because like what happened was she was saying that my friend was transphobic and being creepy with her and this and this, and I was just like, he's my friend, but I don't know that that's not true, right? So I asked her some questions. It seemed like she mixed him up with someone else just because they had the same set of numbers in their username. So she assumed they were the same guy, and I was just like, hey, girly pop, I've literally spoken to both these people on call before, like, cause like he like the creepy guy tried to talk to me as well, and I know that they sound different. They are not the same person. You are wrong. You are slandering a poor innocent man, and she just would not have it, and she was just like telling everyone to go report him and like ban him and everything, and she was just blocking anyone who would tell her otherwise. It was so annoying. I don't like that. Like, I don't like that. That's just like, you know, just a misinformed teenage girl just like trying to slander some guy that she doesn't know. Because of something as stupid as like they have the same number in their username, they must be the same person. Like, my birthday's in one day. Me too! Yay! Just came to say happy birthday, but I'm really busy now, so bye everyone. Bye Eugene, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's my birthday too, Yay, we're gonna celebrate it together, twinsies. You did way more than necessary. Would have told her to fuck off, not your personal army. That's the thing. I wanted to tell her to stop because she was still actively streaming and telling everyone who would listen, like the other idiot children on there, to like report my friend. And it's just like falsely accusing the guy, you know? I'm just like, what, we're gonna ban a guy just because he was a little weird in DMs, you know, unless he's preying on minors. Like, I don't think we necessarily need to ban the person, you know, because it's like that's the thing, that's the iffy thing when it comes to platforms. Only ban someone if they're breaking TOS. He didn't do shit that was against TOS, even if he was guilty of being transphobic to her in DMs or something. You know, he didn't. But like, cause like I know the person that she was talking about, and I was like, that's not the same guy. They just have the same username number. And so and every single time someone would try to defend the guy, or at least be skeptical, she would just block them immediately. I don't like people like that. They're literally just trying to start a hate mob. It's those are the really annoying people on Twitter. And Daria give the order to March. Chat ban this guy. Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of like when it comes to your community or anything like that, like even if it's not your community, right? Like even if you're not like a content creator, even if you're just like a viewer, like the most that you can do before joining a bandwagon is to do the like just bare minimum research, right? It's like before hating on Mr. Beast, maybe figure out what people are hating him for. You know, like don't use your you know, just don't just jump on the bandwagon. You know, look into some of the information that was debunked, look into the information that wasn't debunked. You know, try to like legitimize the story first before sending death threats to someone. Never send death threats, first of all, but like if you had to send death threats, don't do it on like, you know, bare minimum like surface level misinformation. Yeah, I heard of that. Yeah, I've been watching some content regarding that because like there's been some new developments regarding the Mr. Beast thing, which is that like some people are debunking Mr. Beast stuff, and some people are debunking those things that we're debunking, and it's just like it's like a lot of stuff to keep updated with, and I'm just like,
okay, I mean, just because certain things aren't true, you can still be like, oh, this guy's still an asshole, you know? But it's like at the end of the day, he went into YouTube wanting to be the number one YouTuber. He's now the number one YouTuber. He did the thing that he wanted to do. So of course he's gonna have like shady like clickbait. He's gonna have like certain engagement bait type posts and uploads. That's perfectly normal. That's just how the business is. Unfortunately, that's why clickbait exists. Those thumbnails are reason enough. Those thumbnails are so funny to me because it's like they went back in to edit the thumbnails to like a picture of Jimmy like with his teeth closed because they thought his mouth open smile was too scary. But I was just like, I would argue the oversaturated closed mouth smile is also unsettling. Maybe just don't, maybe just have him do a like a calm, mindful, modest, demure, closed mouth smile, like he was getting his picture taken at a wedding. And I was like, people like that just don't want to understand. Yeah, that's why it's so annoying, like seeing people be stupid on Twitter. I mean, I've been stupid on Twitter, and that's why I had to just delete my old Twitter account and just start fresh. Mr. V's drama has a bunch of stuff to it. Yeah, there's like so much, and I'm just like, I mean, you can still hate everyone involved. You don't have to be like, just because I think that it's wrong that this person said this and it was debunked. It doesn't suddenly absolve all of the potential crimes. You can still hate the guy. It's kind of the same way with like, you could even for every good take that Logan Paul has, he's done like 17 worse things. So it's like you don't have to like the guy. Just be objective when it's time to be objective. Bandwagon looks so comfy. It's like, but I just want to go with the flow. I want to do something that everyone else is doing. I want to send death threats to this person too. I do think it's kind of funny though how immature a lot of people are because okay, so if you guys don't know anything about TikTok drama, it's like the worst thing in the world. Holy shit. Cuz it's like you'll have a guy, like a male content creator, a male TikToker that gets called out for grooming a minor, like, preying on 15-year-old, 16-year-olds. And then you have a lot of hate directed towards a female content creator just because she was a little mean. She was like a mean girl. And so people send her death threats because of that. People mass report her and send her like a lot of hate just because of that. And I'm just like, okay, can we like stick to can we like, I mean, I know you can hate both people for different reasons, but it's like, there's a whole weird can of worms here that just got opened, and I think the main issue is that a lot of people on TikTok, like the girly girls, the girls, I think they're just projecting a little bit too much. They're just like, hey, this mean girl was mean to her friend, and she reminds me of the girls that were mean to me in high school, so I'm gonna project that onto her and hate her the same way I hate like my bullies. But like they don't really have the same energy for some random Minecraft YouTuber that preyed on their 15-year-old fan, right? They don't relate to that as much, so they don't care as much as like, oh, like this person tried to steal her boyfriend, or like, oh, this girl was mean to her friend, why would she do that, she's such a horrible person, she's so fake. I'm just like, okay, I mean, you can hate that, but it's like, just don't watch the content. You don't have to like send her death threats. What the heck? Like, mean girls, you say? I mean, like, you guys know that I'm scared of women. Like, I am terrified of being the subject of ridicule because it's like, I don't care if I'm not friends with everyone, but being the person that a popular girl hates is so scary because it's so easy for them to turn everyone against you. They're manipulative. They're scary like that. They're witches. Oh, thank you so much for the hydration check. Glug glug. um, viejas chismosas. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Saturn lover. I don't know. It's definitely projection. I don't know. Do guys ever have something like that, by the way? Because it seems like you guys kind of take it on the chin a lot. Like, if you have, I mean, I guess like the closest thing to like a chip on your shoulder would be like if you find out like a girl cheats on her partner, you kind of go into the whole, you have like Vietnam War flashbacks, just going like all women are the same, it's like they're all whores. And it's just like, okay, but like chill out, it's like it's not like it was your girlfriend, that's a different dude, that's not you, right? Like it's perfectly okay to feel affected by a situation that you relate to. It's perfectly fine. But when it comes to redirecting that, personal grudge towards someone you don't know just because they did something similar, that you don't have the right to do that, really. So it's like the people that don't like Mr. Beast are now getting a good reason to hate Mr. Beast. Like I was like that too, and when it came to like that James Charles guy in the beauty industry, I didn't like James Charles specifically because I didn't like his voice. I hated his voice. And when he got called out for a lot of iffy stuff, I was like vindicated basically. And so I got a little toxic back in 2019. I got a little toxic on Twitter, was arguing with a lot of people, and when I realized, I was like, "Oh, I'm becoming kind of an ugly person. I don't like this." So I deleted my entire Twitter because of that. And it felt so nice. It felt like breathing clean air again. So I think a lot of these people on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, they really need to kind of just view it the same way. It's like, okay, you didn't like Mr. Beast before. Now you feel vindicated because you have a good reason to hate Mr. Beast. You could have just said that you didn't like his content. Like that was fine. You didn't have to like come up with like a reason. It's like, "Oh, I never liked him. I always knew something was wrong with that guy." Just say that you didn't like his content because it's directed towards like the the common denominator. Like, you don't have to like the content. You don't have to like the content creator. Don't come up with some bullshit reason to cope, just to make you feel better about yourself. It's like it would have been perfectly okay for me to say that I didn't like James Charles just because I didn't like his voice. It filtered me. I didn't have to say like, "Oh, I never liked that guy. I always knew he was weird. There were always some weird signs about him." I just didn't like his voice. Same thing with Mr. Beast. I don't like his content, never have, never will. And now that he has like stuff going on with him, I can just be like, "Well, yeah, that makes sense considering what his goals for YouTube were." Like it makes sense. Like that's how he decided to run his business. I'm not gonna be like, "I always hated that guy. I always knew something was off with him." Just say you didn't like his content. Like that's fine. It's like I'm not gonna like no one's gonna complain if an adult person doesn't like you know like Ryan's World or Jake Paul. Like no one's gonna complain about that. Like no one's gonna be like, "Oh, why don't you like this person?" You felt like Majin Buu removing the evil gray creature from within. Yeah, it's I think it's perfectly okay to just admit when you don't like something. It's like, how we have guilty pleasures and we feel ashamed of admitting that we like it. Feel the same way about, like don't feel the same way about, your dislikes. Don't have a guilty displeasure. If you hate something, just say you don't like it. You don't have to come up with some bullshit reason to vindicate yourself, to make yourself seem more like a logical thinking person. Sometimes you just don't like it. Like I know I filtered a lot of people out with my voice, with my personality, with my content, and that's perfectly okay. They don't have to be like, "I don't like her for this, and this moral reason." You don't have to be the moral police. You can just say you don't like my voice. That's perfectly fine. That's okay. There's a lot of other people to enjoy. That's the whole point, right? If you don't like a content creator, go watch someone else. That's literally all it is. You don't have to send death threats. You don't have to come up with some bullshit like Twitter thread compiling why you don't like a Minecraft YouTuber. It's perfectly fine to just not watch their content. You don't have to watch someone just because they're famous. I like Iron Mouse, but I don't watch Iron Mouse. I respect her, but she's not an Oshi of mine, like by any means. I have different Oshi, and that's perfectly okay. Like like just because someone's famous, just because someone's like really well known, it doesn't mean you don't have to like them. It doesn't mean you have to like them, right? I know there's like a lot of people that hate someone like, let's say, Dream from like from like the Minecraft community. A lot of people didn't like Dream just because they don't like his content. some people don't like him just because he's famous and they think he's overrated. That was perfectly fine. You could just say that. I don't like that. I feel like he's overrated. That's perfectly okay. But it's like you're being petty by saying, "Oh, I always knew he was gonna be like one of those weird guys that like did this and this and this," and that's why people are so they're so firm about their stance. Like he cheated in a Minecraft game. And I'm just like he was doing a video and he needed mods to make it so that certain drops would show up faster. It's for content. It's the same reason why Mr. Beast fakes videos sometimes. It's production value. It's not a big deal, but they're staying firm on this like stance because they want to feel like their hatred for him is valid. You can just be petty. Just live in the pettiness. You can just be like, I don't like his voice. I don't like his personality. I don't like his content. I think he's overrated. You can just say you don't like the guy. It's like it's perfectly fine. No, my immersion. Hi, Mirai. Hello, hello. I just like Enaria. I need to justify it by calling her a porn addict. I mean, you're not wrong. That's the thing. It's like it's so easy to just be like, yeah, yeah, I'm a porn addict. Like it's pretty normal. It's thank you so much. Thank you, Mirai. Thank you, thank you. Good morning. I think it's she reformed from a villainous isekai protag into a gooner. I got what was it? I the princess got reincarnated into being the time I got reincarnated into being a Filipino. Yeah, it's just kind of it's one of those things, right, that people just need to take the L. If you fuck up in some way, just be like, yeah, like I made a mistake, my bad, you know. Or if your people are like, oh, you just hate this person because you don't like people that are overly sexual. I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't, yeah, no. Or like, oh, you don't like this person because you don't like their voice. Yeah, I don't like them. I don't like their voice. It's fine. Just take the L. Just admit it. You know, it's perfectly okay. Just yeah. I think a lot of people being so defensive is what causes them a lot of problems in life. Once I realized that all I really needed to do when dealing with internet trolls and people like that is like when I get corrected, instead of being defensive, I could easily just go like, "Oh, I just saw the thing and yeah, you're right. My bad." It's so much easier on your shoulders. It's so much, you know, you feel so much lighter once you just realize I could just take the L and move on. Being defensive is what's going to cause me some issues. But if I just say like, "Oh, oops, my bad." And then, you know, learn from that mistake, right? That would make a good anime. It would make a terrible anime, but it'll be hilarious. You do the Bugs Bunny and kiss your enemies. Exactly, exactly. Gotta give the homies a kiss goodnight. Gotta just have a orgy with your arch nemesis. You know, just to like make amends. She's a porn addict. She ate great. I got reincarnated into being in Narya's chair. Wait, no, there's like, hi Kizora, welcome, welcome. Good morning. There is this anime where this girl has like a thing with like a walking talking chair. Well, what was that movie? It was hang on, anime movie with chair, walking chair. Hang on, Suzume. Yeah, what was the premise? After following a young man to the ruins near her town, Suzume accidentally awakens a demon that protected the world from an evil that creates earthquakes. Suzume must now help Sota, who has been hexed into a chair, to save Japan. So, yeah, tomorrow's your birthday. Yes, it is. It's my birthday stream on Twitch tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. Hope you can stop by. I love that anime movie. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, also thank you, Kizura. Thank you, thank you. You need to watch it. Maybe we could do like a watch along at some point, like on site too. Maybe we could do that. And then I'll just be like, chat, is this what you guys want? You guys want to be reincarnated as a chair just so I can sit on you? You guys will be the cuck throne. You guys can be the cuck throne. So basically, this is how it's gonna happen, chat. You guys will get reincarnated to be my chair. You'll get transformed into my chair. That chair I will use to be cucked in when I watch other Nexans have sex. Yes. We will watch all the girls do stuff together, and we will just sit in the corner, just watching, just waiting, just observing. Let's go. Hi, Kirkman. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Mhm. A chair, not a vending machine. Also, how is a chair able to save the world? That's the thing. He's a demon, apparently, or he gets like possessed, or like the chair gets transformed, or I don't know. I don't know if he gets transformed into a chair, or he possesses a chair. It's like a little kiddie stool too. It's like a little like a kindergarten like desk chair. So it's kind of funny. What is about a sexist chair? Don't worry, guys. When sexist happens, you guys don't even know what to expect from that. The throne in the viewing chamber. Yeah, you guys are free to, you guys are free to like take pictures. I think it should be like there should be two versions of that, like the sexist viewing rooms. There should be the ones behind the glass, like behind the one view mirror, right? You guys can just like watch there, like just eat popcorn, maybe place bets, I don't know. And then the VIP chairs will be in the splash zone. So you guys will be able to like go into the room, just like sit there like an audience. It's hilarious. Oh, thank you for the gift. Thank you, thank you. There's an anime of a guy reborn as a 3D. I was going to watch that, but then I realized I don't really benefit from this, so it's like it's not really made for me. It's made for you guys, but not really for me. I was waiting for the BL manga. I like to get anime soon. It's always so weird whenever I find a manga and it gets so popular that there's like an anime release a few months later. I'm just like, usually it takes years for this to happen. That's crazy. The splash zone is always cursed. Yeah, it smells musty, but that's if you guys want to smell it in the first place. So cool. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know. It was just like if you guys were to be reincarnated, how would you want it to happen? I mean, obviously it's kind of clear from the way I've been talking about it, but like, I read a lot of those villainous isekai manhwas, and so it's like, it's literally like, an average, like Asian woman getting reincarnated to be a princess or like a daughter of a duke or a marquis or something. And so now she not only has power and like social circles or whatever, but she's also really pretty, she's really wealthy, doesn't have to get a job, not really, all she has to do is be nice to people to avoid getting beheaded. And that's literally the entire concept. But it's like, it's kind of funny just seeing like the scrambling, because I like villainous isekais where they're trying really hard not to get killed, because it gives them like more agency, it gives them more of a reason. Because like the motivation of, oh, this Japanese teenage boy got isekai'd into a fantasy world, and now it's up to him to defeat the demon lord, and that's the only way we could save the world. If I was him, I'd be like, what the fuck? I just got here. I was supposed to be studying for my midterms. Like, I don't have like the physical prowess to fight a demon. What the heck? I don't want to do this. Who are you guys? You're not my friends. Like, you're just some random people I don't know. Like, why should I do that? But if it's something like a villain, like a character being like, oh shit, I am this story's villainous, and I'm going to get beheaded if I don't course correct right now immediately. I need to do everything I can to avoid getting killed. And men are easy. Just be nice to them. By how do you mean what we end up as, or how we get forced into isekai? Oh, I mean like, what do you guys want to end up as? You want to end up as like a hero in a fantasy isekai? Do you guys want to end up in like that, what was it, interspecies reviewers? Do you want to end up as a vending machine? Or a furry? Have you seen the new one that came out as a villainess with black hair? Has it come out already? I was waiting for it. I was just like, because I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, this looks really good. I'm gonna have to wait for it though. Is it out already? I want to be a farmer. I watched so many farming isekais. It's so fun. Like, because like most isekais have like a lot of high stakes. It's always the demon lord or getting killed off or something, right? Meanwhile, there's some isekai people that are just like, I'm going to be a farmer. I'm just gonna farm here. There's not much to do, It's so it's like those farming isekai are kind of interesting in that they're isekais, but they're slice of life. So it's an interesting take on the genre. That was a quote of all time. Yeah. That's where we get waifus along the way. Yes. That anime is so good. I'll check it out. Farmer ones I've seen so good. Yeah, okay. So initially, I actually didn't like isekai because all the isekai that I watched back in the early 2000s were all just like harem isekai, and I don't really benefit from harem. I'm not the target demographic. So it was kind of hard for me to get into isekai, right? But then I found out about these like weird, quirky slice of life isekai that were going against the grain. And I was just like, whoa, there's a lot of weird isekai now. And so I've been watching a bunch of isekai. Because like a lot of them are very unique, like, in regards to concepts. So that's pretty cool. Interspecies reviewers mentioned time to go egg watching. Oh no. I think it's called Farming Life in Another World. I have seen that. Yes, I've seen like at least 5 farming isekais at this point. I think the comfy life is the easy answer. Otherwise, a city official in some way would be my preference. Deal with court drama rather than adventuring. Adventuring seems like the kind of thing that you would only want if you're the type who grew up reading Percy Jackson or Harry Potter. I don't really like the whole middle school to high school age teen being forced to defeat a demon guy, but that's just me. Maybe we should leave that to the adults, but I don't know. But yeah, no, it's like as an adult, you would probably just want to chill out. You don't really want to struggle too much because you already don't have internet. You already don't have indoor plumbing. Why make your life a little bit more difficult by having to take a shit in the woods? I want to be the adult to send the kids to battle. Oh, you'd make a great monarch. It's out. There's about 6 episodes, maybe more. Ooh, fun. Oh, I'm gonna be working though. Ugh, I have to prepare my birthday stuff for tomorrow. I mean, I guess I have like 2 more days or like 1.5 more days or something like that. So I guess I have time to binge watch a little bit. Like 6 episodes. That's probably like less than 3 hours, something like that. Less than 3 hours. So I probably could just like do that. Yeah. Um, but I don't know. It's just like, do you guys ever think about getting isekai? When you were growing up and you either saw isekai anime, fantasy anime, or even just like fantasy books, did you guys ever think like, man, I wish I could do that? Do you have any idea how weird it was, like being one of the girls that grew up thinking, I can't wait till I turn a certain age and someone comes in and tells me that I was actually a witch this whole time and I'm in a family of witches. I was just waiting for my secret witch powers to come, but they never came. I was so sad. Halloween Town and Harry Potter ruined that for me. They gave me unrealistic expectations in life. So imagine my disappointment when I'm just here waiting to get my magic powers someday because it's my lineage or whatever. Only to be told, actually no, you're now being introduced to standardized tests and a period and a menstrual cycle. I was just no, I wanted to be a witch. I wanted to be isekai to a first world country. Now I think it's not so bad here in Latam. Yeah, no, it's just kind of like when I was watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, I was just like, how hard can it be? You just gotta keep trying really hard, and maybe water will move, or maybe like the earth will move, or something. Maybe something will happen if I just concentrate really, really hard. Maybe I can get telekinesis. You know. Because I also grew up watching like that movie Matilda, and she has like telekinetic powers from a young age. So I was just like, what if I try really, really hard? I could move this cup with my mind. You ever think about how this is like such a rare experience? Because like I'm sure poor people and also like people in like rural villages, they don't grow up thinking this crazy. I grew up watching YGO and Pokemon, so I wish I could play games instead of attending school. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I it's so funny because I don't really watch those types of anime unless it's on screen. Like it's on TV when I'm like free to watch TV, and it's like nothing else to watch. And then like I remember a couple of years ago, I was kind of curious. I was like, what was Shaman King about? What was the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh? What was the premise? What did happen in Bakugan? And so I would like go back and just kind of check out the first episodes just to see what the premise was like. And I was just like, oh, I was way off. The plot was way different than what I was expecting. It's kind of like I don't know if you guys have ever seen Samurai Jack. I watched that show every single night growing up, and then only really remembered that it was about this samurai who wants to go back in time to his actual time period. I completely forgot about that part of the plot. I just thought it was like just like an adventuring samurai going across the land trying to defeat this evil dude. I forgot that there was like a time travel aspect. Oh yeah, mood. Yeah. When I was younger, I wanted to be in one of those adventuring ones. Oh yeah, yeah. It's like it seems tiring to do that. Samurai Jack, let's go. Season 5 was weird because season 5 of Samurai Jack, it was like more of like a reboot slash continuation, and it's like okay. Now that we're not just on Cartoon Network, because I believe it was like Adult Swim or something else. I forget what studio it was, but like they weren't really forced to be child friendly anymore. So Samurai Jack season 5 was a little bit more violent. They were able to have like depictions of blood, and then they ruined it by whatever they did to the last episode. Like they kind of like ruined it a little. They ruined the vibes by making it all like, oh, it'd be cool if this like 60-year-old dude or like this 50, 60-year-old dude was like in a romantic relationship with this woman less than half his age. It's like weird to just kind of shove in like the romance thing, since they never really did that in like the original Samurai Jack. It was kind of weird because I'm a sucker for romance, but even I was just like, okay, this kind of came out of nowhere. It's kind of a weird thing to include, you know. Like, do I really need to know that I feel bad for him? Yeah, it's like, man, it's like I hate the concept of being forced, to go anywhere without your loved ones, basically being ripped from everything, but it's like being time traveled is kind of a different thing, because it's like not only are you away from loved ones, you're also in a completely like new environment with a bunch of technology you've like never experienced before, or like it's like either actually no time traveling in general, whether you go to the present or the past, or the future or whatever, it's going to be something that's going to be out of your comfort zone. Like I like having internet, but if I go to the past and have to, and like one of the main things I have to deal with is polio and outdoor plumbing, I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I want to go back to a time with delivery apps. Hi, Jaws. By the way, hello, hello. Good morning. I don't know. It makes it more difficult. It's kind of like going into a place with amnesia. It's like it's a little bit more terrifying when you don't know how to navigate the world instead of just like the location you're in. If you really think about it, Jack was hundreds years older than her by our standards. He was a vampire, a daywalker. That's true. Also, hi, hi, hi. Would you guys ever want to be immortal? Because that was something that I thought was very interesting about like fantasy stories. In anime, for example, I thought like all of this type of thing would be like under supernatural, but there's like anime that's just categorized as vampire. There's anime that's categorized as zombie, and so I was curious about that. I was like, oh, like I guess it is a different vibe if an anime is like a vampire anime, because it's more of like a lot of the time vampire anime is less supernatural and more reverse harem. Have you guys noticed that? So that's probably why they need to like specifically say that it's like a vampire anime. instead of just like supernatural anime that just happens to have vampires in it, I guess it's kind of like how you wouldn't really say, oh, this is like an elf anime. This is like a fantasy elf anime with like a bunch of different creatures in it. So if it was, is there actually an anime that's just elves? Like, I mean, the closest thing that I saw was something like what was it called? What was it called? What was it called? What was it called? The Dragon Prince on Netflix. That was like one of the closest things that I seen. It was just like humans and different types of elves, but it wasn't like an elf anime. There should be an elf anime. Elf should be like a category in and of itself, not just like, oh, we're in an isekai and we're going to run into light and dark elves. It's like I want to see nothing but sexy elves on screen. Is that so hard? If people can be like, I want to see sexy vampires, I can be like, I want to see sexy elves. Let me just have my sexy elves. Hi, Godric. Good morning. Hi, hi. I need an immortal story about forgetting your mortal wife. It's a theme I adore. No! No, that's so sad. Like, that's so sad. Wait, isn't that just Castlevania? Isn't that just whatever the fuck was happening with Drac? Birthday. Thank you. It is definitely birthday. Um is revisiting them and finding out that there was a lot more romance bait than you remembered. Yeah, that's why I kind of didn't like that. That's actually the reason I don't like harem anime. Is because, like I said, I am not the target demographic. If it was Yuri, that's one thing. But if it's like straight harem, then it's kind of it's kind of weird to put myself in the position of some like male teenager and then having all these like women interested in me, even though I have like the personality of like a brick, you know. Stella's Pet Eagle, welcome, welcome. I like harem anime. That's because you're the target demographic, anime waifu. You're literally the target demographic. I am not, and that's perfectly okay. I don't expect you guys to like yaoi. I don't expect you guys to like the anime that I like or the VTubers I like. So it's perfectly understandable when you can, like I said, you can just admit it when it's like you don't have to talk shit about an anime genre or what. You can just say this anime is not made for me, but I can see why people would like it. I don't. I mean, I like something like K-On! Because of the music. I don't necessarily like it because of the cute girls, but I can understand why people would like K-On! Because of the cute girls. You just gotta admit when it's like you're just it's not made for you, and that's perfectly fine. You can just move on and watch something else. There's a lot of stuff that you like that other people don't like, and vice versa. The thing I dislike about harem, it plays to the basis. That's the thing that I don't like about harem either. It's what I dislike about it the most is that instead of just like a guy and a girl getting to know each other and liking each other and that's it, and there's just like maybe some girl that he's like maybe trying to talk to at first, it has to always end in like some sort of weird orgy at the end where they're all fine sharing the guy because they just all really really like him, but it's like realistically that's not gonna happen, but that's why it's fantasy. But it's kind of one of those things where I definitely prefer romance over a harem, because with harem it's like you kind of half-ass the romantic relationships, because like the point is you need the person, like the viewer, who is doing a self-insert thing, like with the main character. The main character is meant for self-insertion, right? And so you need to have him interact with all the possible choices. In a dating sim, you don't really do that. You interact with them one time, realize, okay, I know which girl I like, so I'm gonna go down that route. That's not what happens in harem anime. In harem anime, they're like you have to go on dates with every single girl, and they're all in love with you simultaneously. And you could have your favorite, but you have to have sex with all of them. It's like I don't like that. Like I don't like that. And that's why like the guys, there's guys who actually take that mentality and bring it into the real world. It's so creepy. It's like, okay, you like the idea of a harem. It's not, you're not, just don't say you're polysexual or you're polyamorous. Just say you want a harem. That's not the same thing. That was such a common thing on reality, and that's what I disliked about that. A lot of people were saying they were poly, but what they were doing was just cheating or getting more than one boyfriend or girlfriend. it's poly if you guys were all dating each other, but if it's just that you just have threesomes, or if you just have like two separate girlfriends, that's just you. That's just you having two girlfriends. That's not a poly relationship. Stop saying you're polyamorous. You're just having two girlfriends. That's a harem. So that's why I don't like it when people misuse that label, because it makes it seem worse than it is. It's like, oh, I'm sorry I cheated on you, but I can't help it. I'm polyamorous. It's like, no, you're just a cheater. So it's like, don't use that word. It's like, if you want a harem, just say you want a harem. Don't say that you're poly. That's not how the word works. Tenchi Moyo are the worst, non-choice. I don't like unopened endings when it comes to harem. It's just like you do all this work watching these characters get together only for the main character to still want to do stuff with the other girls, and it's still not like a decided relationship at the end. I mean, I guess if it's like, oh, the continuation is that they're going to make a decision later in the manga. So if you want to finish the story, go check out the manga. That's perfectly fine. That happened in something like actually no, a lot of reverse anime were also like this, where they don't have the girl end up with a guy in the show, but in the manga she makes a choice, and that's perfectly fine. It's just that I don't like stories that are blatant about not making a choice for as long as possible, because they're trying to bait the audience with, like, it's like, hey, here's a tsundere girl, here's a sporty girl, here's a tomboy, here's a lolly, here's an imoto, here's a dere dere, here's a dandere, here's a kudere. I'm just like, just give me the women. I'll make my choice later. Like, but it's like, they're just like, you have to make not one but all the choices. Your one choice is all. It's like, but I just want to fall in love. um, you guys could do a documentary, stranded there. Yeah, reality is such a nightmare, man. Sometimes a harem with a very good cast, and especially a protagonist that's not a doormat, is pretty good. I got so disappointed when I was watching Rent a Girlfriend. Tangent, a mobbage I play. Oh, had a Quince collab. I don't know what that is. It accidentally spoiled the ending. Had an issue and apology. Oh, oof. Yeah, it's like, is it weird? Is it weird that, out of a harem, I think of it as like a dating show? I don't think I'm weird for that, right? It's like, dragging out the harem for as long as possible is kind of weird to me, because I'm so used to the idea of, like, it doesn't matter how many love interests there are, you know who the girl is going to end up with. I'm used to those stories. But with harem anime, it's like, okay, you know who the guy is going to end up with, but we're going to drag it out as long as possible. So it almost looks like his choice is someone else for a couple episodes. And I'm just like, why? Why do that? why can't we just have, like, like our favorite girl? Why can't we just have like that one girl that's like the it's like, here's what I told a bunch of people. I said to them, it's like, the thing that I can't stand is a guy who isn't open about being a fuckboy. I don't want a fuckboy telling me that, oh, like, you're the only one for me. I care about you so much. You're the only one I want, and then go around and be a fuckboy. It's like, at least if I knew you were a fuckboy from the get go, I could just be aware of that. It's like, you're perfectly allowed to be a fuckboy. It's like, I just want to be the top bitch in the harem. I want to be the favorite concubine. Because it's like, the top concubine is always the one that's next in line to be the next empress, basically. So it's like, if anyone's gonna have a shot at being a girlfriend, it better be me. I do not want to be third place. That's more of a competitive issue than anything else. I don't even have to like the guy that much. I just want to be the favorite. Enaria, have you heard of High School DxD? I have, but I haven't watched it yet. People keep telling me to check it out, but again, it's one of those things where I'm not 100% sure I'm the target demographic. Enaria plays to win. Exactly. I don't have to. You know how funny it is knowing that. So I have this thing where, like, the competitive nature is a little weird, because, like, so some people get so parasocial that they want to date a celebrity, right? They want to date, like, their Oshi or whatever. I am the type of person that will only date a celebrity, not because I think I have anything in common with them, not because I think there's anything to gain from that relationship. In fact, I kind of hate the fact that I have to basically put myself out in the world instead of being like, low key and unperceived. The only thing that I would benefit from a relationship with a well-known celebrity is knowing that it's such a coveted position that everyone else is going to cope and see, knowing that I'm in the position that they want to be in. Yeah, so that's more of like an ego thing for me. That's just, I just want bragging rights. Prototypical harem. Yeah, like I said, it's probably not for me. I'm not built for that type of content. I want to fall in love, but I want to have my options. Whereas with harem, it's all supposed to be fan servicey in a sexual way usually. So it's like, and that's why it was so funny what was going on with something like redo of a healer. If you guys haven't seen that yet, obviously it's gonna end with like, you know a lot of sex. But it's like the thing I didn't like about redo of healer was that he had a favorite, but then he also had someone that would have been like the closest thing to like what like a girlfriend candidate, right? So it was kind of weird, like viewing all this, because it's like, oh, like the pink haired one should have been like the person he ends up wanting to date, but that's like the princess that tortured him. So of course he's not gonna like her that way, unless it's like an enemies to lovers thing. But then he really liked the wolf girl, and then he really liked the that one that soldier person or whatever her name was, like the white haired girl. And so I was like, wait, who are we rooting for? It seems like he likes them for very different reasons. Like, weren't you the one who plays eroge VNs and do one route and don't explore any of the others not to cheat? Exactly. It's like because here's the thing, when it comes to dating games, I pick my favorite, and a lot of the time that one I'm already sure is the best route. I am not gonna try any of the others because it's like if I already got like the S tier gift, the reward, the S tier reward, why the hell would I try to aim for the B tiers? Just for 100% completion? I don't care about that. I'm here to win. I want the best one, and I want them to be madly in love with me. I want them obsessed. He was using them to get revenge. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing with the other girls. He was just clearly using them, but that's why it was weird how he would say certain things that were a little off. It's like you don't have to have a favorite. You're using her because like every time you fuck her, she gets power ups, and then you use her as like a little dog you sick on your enemies. um Hang on. You don't even get the sex later on. In the light novel, he just says, and I make sweet love to her, and it transitions. Boo! Boo! That sucks! Ew! And that's a thing that I kind of despise about, that's the thing that's so weird about what happened with Rent a Girlfriend, right? Because, like, dude, the mangaka has like a whole ass wife or something, right? But he's obsessed with his OC. Like he's obsessed with like the main girl. Like he drew this girl and just fell in love with her. I'm pretty sure there's an episode of the Twilight Zone that was exactly like this. He fell in love with his own drawing, and he's like obsessed with her, but like he doesn't treat her that way in the manga, which I think is so weird. It's like if you're obsessed with this character, wouldn't it make sense for you to draw that or to write out that the main character of the manga is also like falling in love with her and also like going on several dates? But no, he's like, yeah, let's bring in the shitty ex. Let's bring in like the weird girl that was stalking him for this entire time. Let's bring in like these other women. I just feel like, realistically speaking, it should have been one of those things where it's like, it's a harem just to give the audience choices, but it's still like a romance at the end of the day. There is still just like one route that we're going down. It's just that you have other interactions for the people that like those types of girls. In a way, ecchi harem is much worse than explicit harem. Yeah, it's because they don't want to commit to it, so they're just kind of skirting around. I actually thought of this too. Like sometimes ecchi anime is a lot more disgusting than NSFW, like than just like straight up hentai. Because it's like with hentai, you're just like, okay, I mean they're just having sex, it's whatever. But when it comes to ecchi, it's like, okay, I'm going to shove in as much fan service as I legally can in this show that's going to air on TV. And so something like High School of the Dead happens, or High School DxD, or whatever it was. Like those things happen because they were like, how can I legally show this on TV but still give the audience fan service? I know, a toothbrushing scene. I know, um, like hyper focusing on their boobs when they breathe, or like, you know, that whole weird thing with the jiggle physics, when the guy was shooting a gun between some girl's tits or something. I can't remember if it was DxD or High School of the Dead. It was one of those. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Also, hi Puffy, welcome, welcome. Good morning to all the raiders. Hi you guys. Hey newcomers. Toothbrushing scene is legendary. I think so too. The very first time I saw the toothbrushing scene was a recreation of it in spaghetti noodles. It was really good. I don't think it was AI. It looked like it was stop motion, or at least CGI. I'm not really sure what it was. It looked so weird. And when I was trying to look for the original version, I was just like, wait, where is it? Like, did it get taken down for copyright? So like for several months, the only version of that scene that was on YouTube that I could find was like the spaghetti version. So that was kind of weird. High School of the Dead was very silly. Yeah, but which one was the one with the gun titty scene? Um, it was High School of the Dead with the shooting between tits. Oh, okay. Thank you, Bandy. Thank you. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like oh, speaking of tits, I'm getting better at drawing them, you guys. Uh, I made sure to tell director San. I was like, what did I tell him? Cause for tomorrow's stream, I needed to make an asset, right? And I immediately told him, I was like, because it's my birthday stream tomorrow, so I made an asset for it. I told director San, I was like, I'm getting better at drawing anime titties, and he said, "Thank you for this update. Great news." So yeah, Enaria tits. Yay, more titties. But that's the thing. It's like, you know, as an artist, I have to grow. You know, I have to grow like my tits grew. Draw 'em bigger. Yeah, like even bigger. Maybe. I mean, okay, you guys will know what I'm talking about tomorrow's stream, like tomorrow evening. So for those of you who don't know, it's my birthday stream tomorrow, starting at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. I'm so sorry, El Bandy. That means like early in the morning for us. So maybe you could check out the VOD, or just check into the stream later on. I don't know. I mean, it's like a weekday, so we love boobas. Yeah, boobas. It's not about the size; it's who they're attached to. Aw, that's so sweet. That's exactly why guys who are in like a loving relationship with a girlfriend, they just. Oh, thank you for linking my marshmallow. Like guys who are in a loving relationship with someone don't really care how big someone's tits are. It's like, it's like you could be dating like a really flat chested girl, but still be like, damn babe, take off your shirt. I want to see your nipples. Yeah, so it's kind of like it should be the same way with height or penis size. It's like it really shouldn't matter, as long as you guys can figure out a way to enjoy yourselves. Because at the end of the day, we come for the sex, but we stay for the cuddling after, right? That's basically how a stable relationship should work. But yeah, no, the itty bitty titty committee has their own perks too. I like, it's so funny because like there are some people in like there's some VTubers out there that I look at and I'm just like, man, this girl is cute, but I wish she was flat chested. Like she would have looked so much better, or something like that. Or like, oh, this girl is cute, but her tits should be bigger, or like or smaller, or something. It's kind of funny. Or like, oh, this guy is cute, but he should have been a shorter model, or like, or he fits like a shota or something like that. It's like there's a lot to there's a lot to enjoy. There's a lot of different types of VTubers. We don't have to all look the same. The world is your oyster. Yeah, and always, and I want you guys looking at my clam. No, shut up, Enaria. Sorry, that was an intrusive thought. No melons, but big fame. Yeah, exactly. It's like, but if famous, why no titty? Why no big booba? Like, if if big titty, then why no fame? Enaria NSFW photo when she was the smaller version was golden. Um. Okay, so there's some rules about Lolly Naria NSFW. I myself would have been okay, but the problem is the platforms, and so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to like just kind of slide it under the table and just kind of like just do some like illegal drop off of some Lolly Naria fan service art. We'll see what happens. I'll try to make it um uh legally permissible. We'll just say that. Kick debut when? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, you guys. Stop trying to make Tether a great dude for saying that cheesy line. We talking anime titties and everyone has our size. He's a coward for not naming his preference. What are your preferences? I mean, my preference is it depends on the person. Cause I think we've all like seen like tropes, right? Where it's like if it's like a lolly emoto, obviously they're gonna have to be flat chested. Nerdy girls that are a little chubby with big tits are also really good. um mommy characters, like mommy tropes, like the milfs really should be like big bodied women, and they should be tall. Like I can't stand the idea of a flat chested mommy. I'm so sorry. I can't. I need to be nursed to health. You need to have nursing titties. It's the same as like like daddy characters. It's like, do you really want me to think of a guy as like a dilf if he's like short and scrawny? I mean, you can have those, sure, but it's like they usually have a certain body type. That's why they're tropes, right? Me personally, I mean, you guys know that I made my titties like this because I want to cosplay my character someday. So I'm just like modeling my assets after my actual assets. um, from all the VTubers, you're the best. Aw, Duna, you're so sweet. Thank you. Is it my titties or my personality, or you need to specify? The Mom in 100 Girlfriends anime is my favorite. I need to look that up right now. I mean, no reason why. 100 Girlfriends. Mom. Mama? Mama. Let me see. Is it the pink haired one? Oh my. Okay, okay. So here's my issue with her. She looks so young. And it's like, while that's nice and all, it's like, hmm, I would have preferred it if she looked like an older woman, because she just kind of looks like a teenager here. So it's like it doesn't hit right. It's not the same. My girl penis isn't that hard. It's just a little hard. It's like a chub. Personality unfit. Okay. Oh, Hahari. Yeah. Is that who I found? Oh no, this one is Hanazono. Wait, who's? Yeah, is this Hahari? Yes, it should be her. Hanazono Hahari. She's okay. It's just like she needs to be more mommy. She's not mommy enough for me. We need Dexter's mom. Exactly, yo. Have you seen Dexter's laboratory? Dexter's mom, we kind of. Yo, she got cake back there. She got a whole bakery back there. It's kind of crazy. Make sure you're looking at the mom and not the daughter. Yeah, it says Mama Hahari, so it's like so there is a daughter. Let me. Let me see. Okay. So my taste in mama would be that one. I don't know. You guys have seen that one viral mom. It's like that brown haired mom character who's not actually the guy's mom, but they're in an isekai together. She just raised him. She's not actually his mom, so it's like it's okay, you know. Um, the sister mom trope. Yo, it's so fucked up whenever my mom gets hit on in public, and it's like it's weird because like they want to compliment my mom, but then they'll make it weird for us, the daughters. They'll be like, "Oh, we thought you were all sisters. Oh, I thought you were like her older sister." I was just like, "Don't hit on my mom. Like, leave my mom alone. Like, she's married." Yeah, the brown haired one. Oh, is that the picture? Let me see. Ooh, yeah. See that's a mom. That's a mommy. That's a mommy. He implies it. Yeah. Dexter's dad mentions how he married her for her ass too. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that was fucked up, but like kind of based. IRL women equals sexy. Anime, give me them big babas. See, I mean, we like Albano. You and I talked about this. Anime titties just hit different. You know, oversized G cup, H cup titties on real women might kind of come across as a little uncomfortable. But like on a fictional character, holy shit, anime just hits different, you guys. It's kind of like this is exactly why I don't like the whole. If you like lolly characters, you're a pedo. It's like I will look at a 16-year-old girl like she's like 8 if I know that she's 16. But like anime girls are just anime girls, you know? It's like they could be 14, they could be 25. It's like the art style that's like the thing, you know? It doesn't really matter. It's a drawing, for God's sake. We're just gooning over drawings. It's better than gooning over the real thing, like some Minecraft YouTubers, am I right? So it's kind of like they really shouldn't be saying anything. Like the people like oh my god, there was like this one VTuber that was talking shit about like Rev says Desu because he's like a lolly and says like, you know, liking lolly does not equate to pedophilia, and he was like doing this and this. Meanwhile, it was like that guy is friends with Shadman, who is known for drawing a lot of lolly and has drawn real life lolly. Like he's drawn like Keemstar's young daughter and also like an 11-year-old YouTuber. He's not good. You know, he's no good. So I think that's the thing that really should have priority. I think you can absolutely, like I said, as long as no one's getting hurt, you can goon to whatever you want. If you want to goon to that weird hentai with like six tittied lizard women, that's perfectly fine. You can do that in your free time. Just don't do it in the office, you know. But that's perfectly fine in your private personal space. By the way, there is a dojinshi with like a six-titted lizard alien woman. I thought it would be hot. Not really. It's kind of a lot. It's kind of too much titty actually. It's kind of too much. Always remember when they complain about lolicon on Twitter, it's only a matter of time before they're revealed as pedos, right? That's the thing. It's like you're projecting a little too hard. It's always the high school bullies that are like, "Oh, I'm anti-bullying. Let's preach positivity. Let's preach positivity and good vibes." You know, it's like, what kind of skeletons are you hiding in your closet, Mister? You know. So it's just all me. Would you okay, so there was this thing that I saw on Twitter recently. I forgot which VTuber it was, but they shared this post. It was some sort of gotcha poll. I can't remember what game it was. But it was like this hot woman with like four titties, and the titties were squeezed together in a top, and she was like, fellas, like, you know, like, be honest, like, does this character design seem attractive to any of you at all? And I was just like, well, I mean, I like how creative they were with it, and I like the quadruple cleavage, but it's a little much, you know. Like, there's something nice about like natural real like looking titties instead of like having a third boob or four boobs. Disgusting. Where can I find it? Lol, JK. No, seriously. I mean, just asking for a friend. I mean, like, I'm just kidding. You know, I mean, like, unless. That's the one. It's from a gotcha. Yeah, it's weird. The four titties. It's too much. It's too much. I mean, it's like, it's like, listen, we like cowgirls. We like them cow titties. But if you actually give a woman an an udder, I'm not sure how to feel about it. Really, it's a little weird. It's like it's a little weird. It's a little weird. It's like how do I put this? It's like, do you guys know what the phrase bipenal means? It means having two penises. It's like a birth defect. And I mean, it's like on one hand, you can do DP by yourself, right? With just one girl. Like if you were the jealous type who liked DP anyways, if your girl likes DP but you're the jealous type, like that's how you would solve that. But like, visually it looks a little wrong. It looks a little like too much. Like it was like one penis too many. I can't believe I just joined you talking about whatever you're talking about, and lollies. Yes. Don't increase the amount, increase the size. Yeah, bigger, even bigger. Yeah, it's like if the tits are already too big for the body, increase the body mass, make her bigger. That's what I mean though about MILFs. If the MILFs are the ones that get away with like having the biggest tits without anyone complaining, about them being bimbos, um, you have to make them taller. You have to make them wider. Like you gotta make them thick. You can't just give them like big titties and expect me to just be into it. That's why Lulu's design is so nice, because she's tall and a little she's not like fat or anything, but she is like a little chubby in some parts, but that's the appeal. She's got them birthing hips and the titties, so she still has like an hourglass figure. Because like I kind of get thrown off when I see anime character designs where it's like their tits are huge, but the rest of them is so petite that it just looks like you Photoshop the tits on. So it raids the cake. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi EJ, hello. Love handles, exactly. It's like, it's like that's just like some more of her to grab, like it's more of her to grab. But yeah, it's like, my favorite porn thing is like, instead of just grabbing onto the hips in doggy style, it's like they grab onto the ass cheeks, because there's enough ass cheek to grab onto. And I'm just like, that's hot, that's nice, that's Enaria's nose in my tail. Hello, hello. No, no, we're not doing furry RP. No, no, I am not gonna get bamboozled into furry RP anymore. It's nice, but not the point of stick figures with bowling balls on top, bottom. No, no, no. It's like, yeah, like hourglass in stick figure is kind of funny. Melons on sticks. Yeah, it's kind. I used to play this Flash browser game called like Johnny Rocket Fingers or something, and the characters are all stick figures, but like I remembered seeing like what they did to the female character. They basically they drew hair and lipstick on her, but then I think they drew like titties on her too, so that was kind of funny. And then seeing her give like a stick man like an implied blowjob was hilarious, because it's like they're stick figures. That's funny. Is it another stick? You know, for Enaria is real. Please no, please no. Anymore. I mean, here's the thing. You guys already know that I used to talk to this guy who was a furry, and I didn't know he was a furry when we met. I literally asked him. I was like, "Oh, you have wolf ears on your avatar on reality. Um, is that just like a character thing, or are you a furry?" Or and he said he was a furry, and I was just like, oh, I thought it was just I thought, oh, okay, I see. Ooh, okay. And then he was like, "You want to try role playing?" I was like, "Okay, I'm not doing anything." And so we were trying, and then out of nowhere he mentions muzzle and tail, and I was like, "Oh, I thought we were role playing as people. I I didn't." And like like the visuals in my head were so different from what he was expecting. I was like, oh my god, I walked into a furry RP accidentally. And now I don't do that. Now I don't do that. But yeah, that was really funny. I was bamboozled. But here's the thing, we already started. I wasn't gonna tell him that I didn't know what we were doing, so I was just like, okay, I'll just keep going. I'll just pretend like I was always aware of this. Got nodded in our no, let's not talk like that. Let's not mention knots. I remember being forced into furry RPs before too. I was just a lonely person. Yeah, I was just bored. It was the sly fox wins again. I remember when my friend brought me to some furry places on VR chat. The very first place we went to immediately got a crasher to come in, and basically crashers on VR chat are people with certain models that like their whole purpose is that they're so heavy that they kind of fuck up the world, and so everyone gets kicked out of the world, and that they're just like a party pooper. They do that in order to like troll people, and I hate that. But it's like that, good. I mean, if you're gonna have a furry RP room in VR chat, you're gonna have to expect some trolls to come in. Your outfit reminds me something of Raiden. I love Raiden. That's why like she's one of my favorite. I love my purple haired women, so I wanted to be a purple haired woman. Two different stories with a surprisingly same ending. Yeah. I love foxes, so I'm technically a furry. You're literally called EJ the Fox, and you weren't sure if you were a furry or not? Hold up. Hold up. Okay, so do you not consider yourself a furry then, EJ the Fox? EJ le I don't know what fox is in in French or Spanish. Let me see. Because I know lobo is wolf, right? Let me see. El Zorro? Wait, so Zorro is literally just fox? Like the legendary Zorro, the legend of Zorro is the legend of Fox. He's he's a fox because he wears a mask like a little bandit cuz foxes are sneaky. I get it. I get it now. Kenzo was surprised too. Oof. Random RP thought Enaria, Dom Princess, and we the butler's maids or femboy maids. Oh my, don't put me in that position. I like positions of power. I kinda cause here's the thing, as subby as I am, when I get a taste of power, I get a little, a little sadistic. That's why I kind of, as soon as I met Percy, for example, rest in peace, Percy. But when I met Percy, I immediately got a little weird with him. I was just like, oh my, like, hey, little boy. That's just me being like, that's just because. Oh nah, I don't like youngins. I have like an age limit. I don't want to pursue anyone that's younger than like, 21. Obviously, that's such a kid. But even 21 is kind of pushing it for me. But it's like whenever I see like a guy that's a little bit too cute, I'm just like, oh, like you're so submissive and breathable. Wait, let me take care of you. Let me give you a nursing hand job. Come here, sit on my lap. Lay your head on my lap. Come on, just take your load off. Shut the bros in shambles. We don't judge your kinks. Yeah, I mean, I judge other people's kinks. It's my kink to kink shame. But yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, it's like we're all just gooning here openly in my chat. That auntie energy. Yeah, I literally just read like a doujinshi recently. That's probably where this energy is coming from. It was like an auntie and nephew dojin, and I was just like, because it's always like those horny single middle aged milfs that are like really really into it, right? So like they have these sexual deviance that works with like a younger guy that's just like really horny and just wants to bang an older woman because like they're so inexperienced, so they get really excited when they get to experience it with an older woman, with like an experienced woman. That's bad if it's like illegal, obviously. Like that's why like you really shouldn't be like writing stuff off if it happens in real life, but in hentai doesn't count. And hentai is just hentai. Somebody clip it. Shut up. It's that one, officer. It's her right there. That's her. She's the one. But yeah, it's like Peg Naria has logged on. Yeah, Peg Naria is just because that's the thing. When I was younger, I couldn't have like all the guys that were younger than me. I would only see as like middle aged boys because they were so immature and they're so childish. But like the older I get, the more I'm just like, wait, there is an interesting thing with this. Then like a younger guy, ooh, he's kind of shy. Ooh. It's like, oh, he's so inexperienced and shy. Like, it's okay. Let me educate you, little boy. uh, Hi, Sarah Viv. Welcome. It was her, officer. It was her. She was the one. Lots of femdom and shota contact. Yeah, I think it's kind of necessary because a lot of shota, it doesn't hit the same if it's just other shotas or like a girl of the same age. Like it doesn't count anymore, right? So it has to be like a femdom because like that's kind of the whole point. Like you want okay, so let's say like bratty imotos, it's like there's like a vibe that they have to pull off. Like if your imoto is bratty, then that means you have to correct her basically. But then that also means like she's the one who preys on you. But it's like if it's like a MILF and a Shota, it would be like she's the one preying on him rather than the kid or like the guy being like really really aggressive with his approach and like just I mean that does happen though, that does happen like in lots of like shota hentai. It's like the guy will just like be like, oh, like, oh man, like she looks so hot, I just need to do stuff to her while she's sleeping or something. It's like and then she realizes, oh no, it's like he shouldn't do this, but that his dick is bigger than his dad's, oh no. Or something. It's the cherry hunter energy too. Yeah, I don't know, like it's kind of hot, it's like I used to just be like purely submissive, but then I realized the joy of being the one in charge, and I realized how fun it was to dominate, and I was like, ooh, I like this energy, this like whatever is going on, it's really fun. I mean, because like once I do my hentai tier list tomorrow, guys, it's like the thing that you guys will notice easily is that the main running theme with me is power dynamics. Like whether it's teacher student or like a more dominant sibling or half sibling or whatever, um, like an older person, a younger person, or even something like classmates. I think I got really ruined with that one thing with like those three bully girls preying on their small shy classmate. I don't know if he was like an underclassman or what, or just a classmate that they were bullying. But like he was like such a little guy, and they were all like like these predatory Onessa and like mean girls. And so I think like after that, I just kind of got ruined. Pause. What I just arrive on? You did not just arrive on this. You did not. You were here the whole time. Taboo, giving into lust instead of lust kind of appeal. Exactly. It's like I like the energy of, oh man, like I've been so horny, I can't control myself anymore. I can't contain my urges. So whether that's the guy or the girl, I kind of like it either way. Just because it's kind of hot, it's just like, oh, like you were so turned on that you couldn't contain yourself any longer, and you just had to do it already. And that's what I kind of like. It's like that's why those milf aunties are these like women that are so horny and so desperate for sex. But like the one that was like really like desperate was like the one going through puberty, the one that's like not very experienced with women. And that's why like you can't have like a sex god boy be paired off with like a dominant woman, because it's not gonna have the same power imbalance. Like one of them needs to be the more submissive of the two, and the other one has to like either the dom or the sub has to be like a little bit dom, and has to be a little bit predatory in a way. really fucked up. But obviously, don't do that in real life. That's pretty that's common sense. Don't do that in real life. But that is like kind of like the things that I'm into in hentai. I don't know. It's definitely power imbalance, and also being so like lust driven that you can't hold yourself back. And that's why vanilla is boring to me, because it's like it doesn't really do anything when they're on equal footing. They're seeing each other as equals. They're both like in a very normal, very calm, romantic relationship. I'm just like, no, I want cuckolding. I want NTR. I want, like this and this. It's like it's not the same if they plan to have sex, because that's just a relationship. That's boring. I want there to be like extreme gooning. I want there to be like, man, it's like I couldn't keep my eyes off you all night long at the office party, and I just had to have you tonight, no matter what. I can't hold myself back any longer now, and now you're all drunk and your tits are out. I can't handle it, or something. I don't know. It's more interesting than just like, hey boyfriend or hey girlfriend, let's have sex tonight since it's our 1 year anniversary, and then they're like, okay, what what. Hang on. Played a Naruga where the protag was some broad trying to keep her purity, so mostly being pursued by the one time she went on the offensive. It was the best. And similar Shota situations you mentioned. I am I'm a sheltered princess that just wants to goon, because it's like, just being, I mean, some of you guys have probably felt this way, where it's like when you're raised in a very strict household, when you're raised to like kind of have to suppress your more natural urges, you kind of give into your gooning. You kind of are just like, okay, there's a reason why the quiet girl in class is always doing the most heinous shit on chat roulette, or Omegle. It's like there's a reason for that. Like she reads like the most disgusting fan fictions, but you would never know because she's just like a quiet girl in school. What is it with Pepinos and NTR? That's because divorce isn't legal here. So there's like no other choice but to cheat or to just live separately from your spouse or get divorced in a foreign country. But most people can't afford to go to a foreign country to get divorced. um, Happy birthday, Princess Hag. Thank you. I don't like that you call me a hag, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Stumbled into Yeah, I mean, yeah, we just talk about stuff like this on a daily basis at this point. The princess demands. Love the NTR tag, not because of the cuckolding, but the ones where the wife gets coerced into it behind the scenes and she gives in more and more. Oh yeah, that's what I like too. It just becomes like a mind break type of a thing where it's just like, I should say no, and this is so wrong. We shouldn't be doing this, but it's just so hot. Your dick is just so good. Like that kind of a mindset. I like that, like the corruption arc, basically, right? Like the giving the boss a BJ under the desk and the husband gives a report and such. Yeah, that whole sneaking around. That's just part of the hidden sex tag at that point. Mm-hmm. Need a sign for you that says raised Catholic, please understand. Yeah, like I was born and raised Catholic. Please understand. Like understand, onegaishimasu. I just meant that's a funny tease. I went, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm also just teasing. The mind breaking is sometimes good for me. I remember the very first mind break anime that I came across, or mind break hentai. And that's the thing. It's like I don't know if you guys are like this too, but it's like I remember my first time very vividly because it was the first time I experienced it. The first time I went, ew, this is so fucked up. Why would anyone be into this? And then the more I watched, the more I got into it, and then I watched more stuff that was like it. And so that was like me getting corrupted. Um, so for example, I remember the very first Shotakon hentai that I saw, and I remember the very first mind break hentai that I saw. I think the mind break one was like these elves were basically they were colonized. Like these female elves were colonized, or they're not colonized. It was like a war, so they were conquered, and the spoils of war were like the elvish princess, and like they're very like the finest of their elvish warrior women, and like the human invaders were like just gang banging them. And I remember this one, like the best warrior that they had was like this blonde elf, and she was so stubborn about it, and she was like saying that they were disgusting and like blah 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 and all this thing. She was fighting back, but like the more time went on, the more they kept going, the more she started to enjoy it. And I was like, whoa, this is so fucked up. But now look at me. Now look where I am. I'm now enjoying I'm enjoying gangbang. I'm enjoying mind break arcs. It's interesting how easily a thing that you never in a million years would have expected to be into is now one of your favorites. Oh well, very weird. Hi Yoiko. Hi, welcome. Good morning. I mean, that's the thing though. It's like that's why I can't really blame someone for the stuff that they're into. It's like, okay, so you're into NTR. So what? Like it's not like you chose to be into NTR, right? I didn't choose to be into gangbangs. I didn't choose to be into NTR. I didn't choose to be into Shota or Lolly or whatever. I didn't choose any of that. That's just how my brain decided to work. Oh, by the way, there was this like misinformation being spread around where it's like your kinks are hereditary. So like whatever you're into, your parents probably had the same kinks. That's not true. That is not true. That is a falsehood. So don't worry. Whatever weird shit that you're into, your parents probably don't even know about it, let alone be into the same stuff. Don't worry. It's not genetic. Oh God. There's a difference between hentai and IRL. Exactly, Albandi. I don't know if you were here earlier. You probably weren't. But we were just like I was talking about how the same people on YouTube or Twitter that complain about anime fans for being pedos because they like lolly. It doesn't even have to be lolly hentai. They just hate you because you like anime with young looking women. Like they'll say that, but then they lust after the shotas in Genshin Impact. They'll lust after dog characters, and then say that it's different than actually being a zoophile. I was like, you called me a pedo for liking lolly. How is it different? I said that it's different because it's drawings, and it's like, yeah, but it's not the same. I'm not. I'm looking at a dog. Yeah, but you're referencing a dog penis for your porn. So how is that different than me referencing like let's say like a child, like an actual picture of a child to draw like a lolly character, and it's not. It's not the same. It's not the same. And it's like the people that on YouTube that were calling out anime creators or like or VTubers for being pedos or whatever just because of lolly stuff. They were exposed for preying on their underage fans. It's like you're worse. You're preying on actual 15-year-olds on Discord. How is that worse than looking at like a drawing just because I like cute girls on like in anime? It doesn't mean I'm gooning to them. I just like the cute girls. Is that so wrong? It's like there are people that just want to like victimize like all like young women in a way. It's like, oh, you shouldn't like the female the lollies in Genshin because that means you're a pedo. But oh my gosh, isn't like this Shota in Genshin so cute and so hot? And I'm just like, bruh, don't be a hypocrite. Like don't be weird like that. Imagine kink eugenics, bro. I would rather I would sterilize myself if I found that that was a thing. I don't need to pass this on to my children. We don't need to have the same kinks. I don't want that. I love incest and hentai doesn't mean I would bang my actual family. That's exactly the thing that I keep telling people that think that liking certain things in hentai mean you like the actual thing in real life. Like, do you have any idea how popular step sibling stuff is in IRL porn? But as soon as you see actual step siblings in a relationship on TikTok, people are like, "Ew, you guys are disgusting." So it's like you can differentiate between reality and fantasy. It's porn. It's not supposed to be real. Like that's the whole point, right? Like paying off the pizza guy with a blowjob is not good for the economy if you try that in real life. It's crazy how popular it is. That's the thing. It's like finding out what different countries' favorite porn tags are is really funny to me. Like like I kind of figured like teacher student would be popular because a lot of people think, oh, when I was in middle school I had a really hot teacher, I had a crush on this like really attractive teacher, I couldn't concentrate, it was so good for my prepubescent mind to see that hot teacher every single day. But then but when it comes to like step sibling stuff, not a lot of people have step siblings, so it's like like you wouldn't, but like the people that do have step siblings and still think that way, that's a problem. It's like you shouldn't be lusting after your step sibling. It's like, I guess if you're both adults and you just happen to have like a new family because your parents got married when you were like much older, that's fine. But if you're like a step sibling at age 6 years old and like they're like the same age, growing up with someone, you would have to view them as a sibling. So it's kind of weird because like, were you lusting after them this whole time? Just because you knew they were like not real. I mean, it's not illegal. It's just a little weird because you should see each other as siblings at that point. Plus, it's weird that your parents boink each other. I mean, but then again, yeah, because that's just weird. That's just really weird. Who does the playing BJ thing IRL, like the fuck? I thought about doing that one time. I was just like, how would I handle doing something inappropriate while streaming? I don't think I could handle it very well because it's like you guys would hear noises and I wouldn't be able to concentrate. Either like one of those things will be half-assed. Either the streaming will get half-assed or the actual thing is gonna get half-assed. Hi, Fluffy Wolf. The way you said that last part almost made me spit out my drink. I wonder how live action the Flash got away with it. It was kind of fucked up because I didn't particularly like that whole dynamic because it's like, oh, he had a crush on his stepsister this whole time. Well, I guess they're not step siblings. He was more like an adoptive parent than a stepdad, right? So it's not like he was actually related to, what was her name, Iris or some shit. I don't know. What was her name? It was something like that. It's not like they were actually related and he already had a crush on her because they were friends, they were childhood friends, but like they were just forced into the same house together because he got orphaned basically. His mom died and his dad went to jail for it, so it's like he was basically orphaned. He got taken in by his dad's friend, the police captain or whatever. So Iris became his um I don't know because it's like I don't think he got legally adopted. I think he was just like fostered. I think so. It's like it's more of a roommate situation. But it's still weird because he grew up together with her, but he was already crushing on her beforehand. So do you guys think that you would crush on a woman because you guys are like step siblings? I feel like the more you live with someone, the more you're kind of disillusioned. It's like whatever, no matter how hot your new step sibling is, you're gonna see them in their natural elements. You're gonna see them farting. You're gonna see them, clipping their toenails. It's gonna not look pretty. You're gonna see them at their worst. They're gonna be angry at you at times. You're gonna have fights. You're gonna see them as like an actual roommate slash sibling at some point. So I think at that point I wouldn't necessarily be attracted to that person anymore. It's like I'm gonna be like, oh, you're like that. I see. Never mind. You can say that they're hot, but like, I mean, me and my me and my siblings all agreed this one guy cousin of mine was like the hottest one. But we don't find him hot. We just think that realistically speaking, he's the most attractive out of all the guys that we have in our family, just like how there's like one of like the more attractive girls in the girl side, right? So it's kind of like, if you can say that your brother is attractive, you can say that your sister is attractive, but to be actually like, oh yeah, I want to bang my I want to bang my step sibling, I want to bang my stepmom, that's weird. That's weird. Change the way your mind works. It's like you have to start seeing them as a certain way, right? It's like I remember there was this one anime. What was it called? My stepmom's daughter is my ex or something like that. Or my stepmom's daughter is my ex. And so basically they dated, they broke up, and then it's just a coincidence that their parents got together. I think Domestic Girlfriend had a similar thing, but not really because they weren't like dating. They just hooked up one time. I don't know. Iris was her name. Okay. If I had a literal stepsister doing that shit, you would throw away my new. Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like I would immediately see them as, oh, I have a new brother. Okay, he just lives here now. I had this one guy in my life. For like I met him when I was 12, and we called his mom auntie, and so for like 5 years. I thought he was a distant cousin. I thought it was like, oh, this is probably like my mom's cousin or something, because we've only met my mom's parents and siblings. We've never actually met my mom's cousins, so I don't know if she has any cousins. So when I saw that, like, she had this like random woman come into our life with her son, I was just like, oh, is this like a relative or something? Because we're calling her auntie. And the guy was like my age. He was like maybe just like a couple years old, a couple months older or something, but we were like the same age. We got along really well. But for a really long time, for like 5 whole years, I thought we were relatives until I found out that the only reason we call his mom auntie was because she was like my mom's friend. And so it's more of like that type of thing where it's like, oh, like, here's your aunt Robin, like in How I Met Your Mother. They're not actually related. They just call like their friend, like their parents' friends, like auntie and uncle, but they're not actually related. So, but like, now that I know that this guy isn't my relative, I didn't suddenly just start thinking, ooh, a boy smell. I'm still thinking of him as family. Like, regardless, it doesn't matter. It's just like your mindset. It's all in your mind. Hi, Ozzy. Welcome. Good morning. So I think I could easily just like move past like a step sibling thing. If I had a step brother, I would just be like, okay, there's just some guy that lives here now, just some idiot that lives here on the couch. Real warning, don't pay a delivery dude with a blowjob. They would want more. No, they would complain because they need to pay bills. That's gonna get taken out of their paycheck. They can't pay their landlord with a blowjob. They can try, but I think they'll get arrested. They'll, even worse, they'll get evicted. I had a similar thing happen, except I was stupider. Thinking back on it, I should have been clued in on why those cousins were all white. That's hilarious. It's just like, oh, I didn't know we had a mixed family like this. Oh, that's cool. Um, good morning, detective. How are you? Hope you slept okay. I hope you have. Wait, do you have work today? Like, do you have like your day job? Um, yeah, so I'm. Yeah, hi Baker. Hi. Welcome. Good morning to all the newcomers. Hello to all the old voicemail. Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, Ozzy, we're just talking about kinks, especially porn and hentai, and how they don't really correlate with how you feel about these things in real life. So that's why people really shouldn't be shitting on people's like porn kinks. It's like, okay, so someone watches like weird farting ASMR videos. Do they want to smell your fart all the time? Maybe, but not really. Like, not. It's like hentai is even more so like more of a fantasy because they don't even look like real people. So it's like the same thing. It's like if you see a woman that's into cheating kinks like on or NTR or whatever in hentai, it doesn't necessarily mean she's into that in real life. Like, she could have like very firm morals about it, right? It's the same reason why it's like, don't talk to underage kids. But like lolly shota don't count because again, they're just drawings. um, you started your break. Oh, okay. I hope you had a good morning so far. Make sure to eat well. Kings, interesting talk. It's just Enaria things. Just the average Enaria stream at this point. Actually, no. I think I'm getting my period soon. That must be why I'm horny. Because like my younger sister started her period a few days ago, and that means that my period's gonna start soon, and that means my hormonal imbalance is out of whack. Like, so I'm like just being real weird. I've been watching so much porn lately. Like the past couple of days, I'm just like, good shit. Oh boy, here we go again. Oh no, my stream tomorrow is gonna get so weird. It's my birthday stream too. Oh no, chat, it's gonna get weird. Um, a boy smell contest tweet. How do you even test it out if it's a tweet? Do they go to like Did they all go to like Anime Expo and then just have like a little booth? Like, how are they gonna pull that off? It's like, hey, if you want to win the boy smell competition, go to like Fifth Avenue and find the Wendy's dumpster, and that's where we're gonna meet. It's like it's rough for me since my fantasy kink is just perverted women. Those are actually out there. Imagine me, a perverted woman. Perish the thought. One might even be in the stream. It's a scary. Imagine, yeah, like a perverted woman. Where? Like that couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, Chad. On the docket for this birthday stream, we'll be picking baby names. Um, yeah, okay, so I'm not going to spoil, but like those of you who know, you guys know already what we're planning, but I don't think it's gonna be anywhere close to what you guys imagine. So I think you'll still benefit from coming to the stream. Anyways, to those of you who don't know, it's my birthday tomorrow. I'm doing a birthday stream. I might stream on AniLive the morning of if I have free time, but because it's like I don't know, just to hang out with you guys in the morning. But like I will be streaming at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST, and it should go for, I'm hoping, at least 5. We'll see. I don't want to do 12 hours. That's crazy. Birthday stream where you're already planning to drink and tear hentai tags. What could go wrong? Hey, listen, the drinking is to celebrate. I don't have a drinking problem. I don't have a problem with alcohol. I love alcohol. I never have a problem drinking. That's not true. Albandy, you know that I threw up one time. I'll be like, I threw up. I can actually make the stream. Hell yeah! Yeah, unfortunately, Albandy, you're gonna either have to check the VOD or show up at an ungodly hour. Yeah, no sleep. Woo! Woo! So yeah, sorry Euro bros. It has to be this way, but it's for the good of the stream, I swear. But yeah, it'll definitely be kind of weird. I've been spending the past few days working on assets. I've been getting better at making assets for my VTuber model, so that's pretty cool. I'm hoping to recolor some of them and like put them up online. I want to sell them or at least like give them away. I'm not really sure. I don't really care. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. And that message is I want there to be more content that I want to watch, but people can't do that without certain assets. So I will provide the assets just to make people do the thing that I want them to do. It's kind of like how my donors, like the Great Bros, will donate to my throne or my stream elements because they're like, here's some money. Now go make better content, woman. So it's like this is for your enjoyment. It's basically the equivalent of buying yourself a gift for another person, right? It's like here's a birthday gift. It's like, oh, it's actually secretly for me, but it's technically for you, but it's secretly for me. Great assets. Yeah, we're gonna have assets. Um, Actually, might you consider having event Twitch streams in the morning sometimes in the future? Yeah, like I said, November is gonna be my last month where I'm prioritizing AniLive because I'm just trying to like get a lot of things sorted out and just trying to build up my stream stamina. Um, so like once December comes, I'm gonna be doing more Zatsus on Twitch. I'll do AniLive streams if I can, but it's like for the most part, I will be doing Twitch streams both morning and evening streams. So don't worry, I'll try to be more active on there because it's like I mean I'm doing a bunch of events this month, and so that's why I wanted to focus all my energy onto working on those events every week, and then just kind of doing any live streams just to keep you guys entertained while waiting. But then when I'm done with all these events, because like I said, the only thing we have to really prepare for in December is Christmas. So there's not really much to do. So when I'm done with all these events this month, we're gonna do like regular streams. We're gonna game some more. We're gonna do tier lists and smash or pass or whatever. We're gonna do some other shit. I haven't really decided yet, but I have some stuff that I was thinking about doing. But we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Chat. I mean, I'm even doing like my very first tier list tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. It's just my first time, I'm just trying out a bunch of different firsts this month. So hopefully by next month, I'll have a lot of stuff sorted out. I'll have all these, like, different stuff prepared, and then we can just like do whatever. Like, Manisan told me that a lot of the stuff in OBS is only complicated at first, but then once you have it all sorted out, you can just start up a stream, and then it's all easy because you don't have to set it up each time. And so I was like, oh, okay. On AniLive though, you just have to press the start button. You just have to press like the stream button, and that's why it's easy. But on Twitch, you have to like spend like 15 to 20 minutes before the stream preparing a bunch of stuff just to make sure nothing goes wrong. So yeah. But yeah, no, I will be streaming more often on Twitch. Don't worry. It's just I just have to get through this month, bro. Like, I did not want to overwork myself by doing a bunch of random streams on Twitch if I was still preparing for events. So we will be doing the event streams, and then when I'm done, we're gonna go to different stuff. Like, I mean, this month, right, or like this weekend, I'm doing my birthday stream tomorrow, but then this weekend I'm gonna be doing my gameplay of A Little to the Left, which is a puzzle game. It's really fun. I haven't tried it yet though, but I've seen some gameplay, and I've also I'm probably gonna forget the solutions even if I've already seen gameplay. I'm just that dumb. But then I'm also gonna start the next Sim series. We're gonna be building the torture chamber. I mean, the house. We're gonna build the house, and we're gonna design my sim, and we're just gonna use my sim. I'm gonna turn off the death toggle so that we can see how torturous we can make things. And then we'll just see how things go. So yeah, it should be fine. And then we'll include certain Nexins in there. Speaking of which, Ozzy, while you're here, would you be willing to be brought into the next Sim series? So basically, it's like think The Sims, think Big Brother, where we do challenges and decide people's fates. Except we're torturing all the Sims in different cruel and unusual ways. And basically, it's like if you die, and you get replaced by another Nexin. Would you want to be one of the first? Because we need like 8 people. So I already have myself, Nano, Rixie. I have yet to ask other people, but like, would you like to be included? Because I figured you'd be chill with it. um, Surely Oz will be able to make it through the power of amnesia. Exactly. It's like he'll forget about all the torture that we put him through, and then he'll just read a book or something, or play the violin. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I don't think there's like any other instruments on the Sims aside from the violin, the piano, and the guitar. So I don't think we could get you a trombone. But since you like Sherlock Holmes, then a violin would be appropriate. Sounds like a good time. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Um, I can play piano too. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! We're just gonna have you shittily play piano really loudly, and then we'll just have the other Sims listen to you, and then we'll see how that works. So basically this weekend we're gonna see like how the torture methods are gonna work. Like I said, you guys are free to submit some torture suggestions. I already have a bunch of weird, cruel, and unusual punishments, and it's gonna be like a random wheel generator thing. So it's not like we're just gonna decide, oh, I want to drown this one character. No, we're gonna let the wheel decide. We're gonna let them pick. First the work, then the pleasure. Exactly. So it's like that's basically how my streams are, where it's like I have like my morning Zatsus with you guys, just to start the day. And then in the evening, that's when we can like really let loose. It's like we're tired from the day, so let's just like hang out. Just chill, or drink because it's like the weekend. So we'll see, we'll see. I have to buy some booze. I have to buy some booze for tomorrow. Man, because it's like I'm not gonna get drunk the entire stream. That's bad because it's like that's just gonna be like several hours of drinking. But it's like maybe near the end, maybe like the last 2 hours, I can start drinking. I'll have to see. I'll have to look at my planner, my docket as you called it. So yeah, should be fun. Anyways, I have to go soon, but it was really nice hanging out with you guys. I have to go continue the rest of my work. I'm almost done. I just have like a few things that I need to do, and I have to put out my put out, and I had to put out my my stream schedule for tomorrow, like what's gonna happen during my birthday stream. So that's another thing that I have to work on. I forgot to do it. I forgot that that's like a thing you have to prepare. Ugh. So yeah, I'm gonna have to post that on Twitter later. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. It was nice hanging out. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow on my birthday. Maybe we'll hang out in the morning, like for a gorilla morning stream on AniLive. But we'll see. If I do, then it's gonna be around the same time. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Elwin, for restreaming me as always. I will see you guys in the next one. But until then, take care. Bye. Bye, you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Mwah.